The Wild Wild West.
And we're live. We were just talking about black supplements. Sea moss is the biggest.
Sea moss is
Black ladies love sea moss.
sea moss. During COVID, they got really into what's that? The tea. It's the tea that's supposed to be good for your respiratory system. My mom was always trying to get it to me during COVID.
Not elderberry. Was
I
it?
think it might have been elderberry. It was elderberry. Elderberry was a big one.
Sea moss, and you were saying black seed oil.
Black seed oil. You're on the black seed oil
On
now.
the black seed oil. Although it's funny you say that was a black lady supplement, which I believe. That crossed over.
Well,
with
I think
like,
black people, black guys, black ladies too. Like, cause I saw dudes talking about rubbing on their meats for like
black seed oil.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's what I was.
Black dudes are sneakily on the forefront of the hardest boners possible. It's crazy.
Especially you get like a Jamaican dude. Like that's why they're all like, eat your beef. You need zinc. You need to be strong.
They are right about the zinc. That is true. That's crazy that they all know that. Yeah.
They're huge on zinc. That was a crazy
So
story.
every country you go to has some sort of thing they sell where they're like, oh, it's very good. It makes you mucho duro. Like if you go to like any island, they have some weird concoction. They're like, this gives you the hardest boner.
I've tried black seed oil. I've only tried two things. I've tried black seed oil and I tried I think it's Korean. It was like the ginseng tea.
Oh, ginseng. Yeah, red ginseng.
The ginseng. I tried nothing.
I thought that just like jacks you up. I didn't know it was
Yeah,
like
it just gives you like I feel like a mental
No,
buzz.
there's a certain type of ginseng that is, I think,
Boner?
specifically
Boner
burner
ginseng?
ginseng.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
I don't think black seed oil gets you hard like that though. It's like an anti-inflammatory. Although I haven't rubbed it on my meat though.
I didn't rub it on my meat. I did take a little, but I don't know. I saw one thing that said it worked, rubbing it on your meat, and then I saw another thing that the guy was like, my meat broke out. You don't want your meat to break out.
No.
Meat breakout is devastating.
I've had a meat breakout. I've literally survived.
That's
I'm a meat breakout survivor, and it's not pretty because you panic and you make it worse by trying all these other things you read about on the internet, and your meat just gets worse and worse.
Oh, I just not to stay on the subject of meat.
I know,
but
dude.
I had a horrible meat moment the other day.
What happened?
I was trying to I was with my girl all day, so I was trying to like rizz her up all day, doing a little flirty shit here and there,
Heard
moving
that.
around, get myself charged up, get her charged up.
nice.
But I don't know if I like gave myself I think I gave myself blue balls.
You got too charged
I
up.
got too charged up.
Hold on, what were you doing to get her like hyped up?
Just like flirty shit, like
Grabbing her
walking
ass
around,
and shit.
grabbing her ass, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Just flirty stuff, grabbing her ass.
Hit titty squeezes, like walking through a store, like nobody's around.
It was all day. She was in the center of the Minotaur's maze.
And just like out of nowhere, like mid fuck, my balls started like for real hurt. I no homo, Sean. I thought of you. I was like, I hope I'm not going through.
Yeah, Sean had-
Sean during sex. That's kind of
Well, he
crazy.
has fucked up balls.
Oh right, yeah, I know.
He's a fucked up ball, fucked up asshole survivor.
Yeah.
I'm
nuts
aware.
in my
I'm
butt.
sorry.
I've had a
And my
dick
gut,
rash.
my gut, my nuts and my butt are all fucked up.
Really?
Yeah, my gut's pretty bad today.
Is your gut still fucked up?
I mean, it's mostly caused by copious amounts of Irish whiskey.
Yeah.
And today I vomited in the morning.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That stinks.
I had too much to drink last night.
Oh,
My
But
favorite.
my butt and my nuts are okay.
That's
to
good.
hear.
that's good.
My favorite visual where you can tell Sean is like he's crossed a line is he'll just start his head will go down and he'll just do this when you talk to him. He'll be like, so and so's fucking a dickhead. He'll be like,
He's trying to hang on to conversation.
I had far too much to drink at the Noctis last night. But it was a good Noctis.
Dude, that
Noctis.
Noctis was crazy last night.
Yeah, it was so fun. Thank you for doing
yeah,
it.
thank you again.
True
man.
who's who of Austin comedy.
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed I wasn't there. I should have pulled up. My bad.
It was the green room was so fucking packed. Dude. It was crazy.
Damn,
It
dude.
was a powerful green room.
Sorry,
That was-
I went to a Bible study instead. No big deal.
Did you really?
I actually did.
Nice.
pretty
How'd it
nice.
go?
It was good. I mean, it was like the first meeting, and it was like just like half like awkward dudes and half like kind of awkward chicks, and then like a handful of like really
Co-ed.
Yeah, it was co-ed. It's pretty cool, but it's funny because people instinctually like split the room just by like boy and girl.
Did they really?
No one wanted to mix at all. Yeah, it was like a high school dance. Yeah, not even. It was like a middle school dance.
How long do you get? Like an hour?
It was like an hour and a half, and then we went over like the next week's gospel, and then just like chatted it out, and like it's like, all right, floor's open. Anyone wants to say what you thought about like one verse or whatever, and then some people gave their opinions. Like, some people are like it's like the base level, but some people went like deep,
super deep.
Are you an opinion guy, or are you like base level, just sit there?
Oh, dude, I just didn't even. I knew I didn't have anything unique to say, so I was just trying to stay quiet. I was just taking it all in. But
I mean, if you get adults together and have to hear their opinions, it's kind of torture, honestly.
I was just trying to find like a place in the room to stare at while they did it. And I was like, oh yeah.
Was usually in any setting, it could be like a real estate class, it could be Bible study. There's one person who the whole room is going, shut this person the fuck up.
There was one guy that like
every single dude. It's like no matter where you are, there's one person who's like, I got this, and they just sound like a total buffoon. It could be me this whole time podcast. Now that I think about it,
I was in my head. It's like maybe it's me, but there was one guy who like at the logical end of the whole session was like, this just made me think of like a Bible verse. Let me pull it up, and then he just like reads like a 3-minute long thing, and it's like not about anything we had just talked about, and we're like, yeah, thank you for sharing, man.
Sick, dude. That's kind of nice though. I feel like I've been kind of circling the drain on a Bible club. It's coming. I'd like to do it. It'd be nice.
Yeah, it was cool. I'd actually,
old or new. You reading old or new?
We were hitting new gospel. Yeah.
Okay.
But I never done one, but like
Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John.
Ooh. I think it was Luke. I could look it up.
It's fine. You should know that. I did it last time.
I feel like a bad person because y'all are talking about going to like a Bible group, and all I'm thinking is like, I might be a piece of shit. Is like the ladies in there.
Oh, okay.
It's because I'm imagining them dressed very modest, and for some reason in that setting, that's so sexy. I couldn't even.
That's just the enemy talking, brother.
That is.
But you're not wrong. There's obviously,
I saw
as soon as you said it was co-ed, my brain went there. I went
like,
I mean,
they're probably freaky as hell.
I will say,
be
like,
the serpent in the garden.
When I was in there, I just like someone walked in, I just clocked them. I was like, yeah, I mean, I'd marry you 3. So
yeah, I send those Instagrams to my wife all the time of like, there's accounts called like the Reformed Wife. Any of those like women who are like, why would I ever give my husband attitude when he gets home when I can be a docile, loving wife? And I just fire him off to her all the time. It's the best.
Is it like the ones like they're like, let's like live on a farm and like drink raw milk and stuff? Yeah.
But it's like, some of them, it's not even a video. It's just like a quote. A lady, it's like, it'll be like, yeah, I could act like a big brat in my house, but I choose not to because I love my husband and the Lord. And I'll be like, send. And I go, this is so funny. Read it. It's like, I was just like laughing or whatever. Or you should probably read that. It's hilarious. We can laugh at it together. I'm like, but I mean, it does have a point though. It's kind of crazy. Dang. So you're at Bible study.
Yeah.
Didn't know about Noctis.
I did know about Noctis, but I was like, you know what? I
Chose the Lord.
I agreed to do this, and like, this is what God's will was, is for me to go to this.
True.
And
not to go to the Who's Who.
Yeah. But then I will say I left and I saw like Tim was on. I was like, oh, that'd be cool to go see. Oh fuck! I went to Bible study. I was like, this is what God intended. All right.
Nah, Bible study rules.
Yeah, it was cool.
It'd be nice to read it and be like, just didn't hit that hard. Just be in there and be like, I don't know. I just remember this being better when I was younger.
I remember there was a moment when like they asked us like, what do you think about this passage or whatever? And people were trying to say like, oh, I think Jesus is saying like this thing represent this. Like he gives it an analogy. He's big on analogies, obviously. And he does like, he says like something about some tower, building a tower. But like, I think the tower represents this. I think it represents this. And I was like, I don't think it represents anything. I think just using examples to see how ridiculous the prospect of being his disciple without giving up all your possessions is. And then they're like, yeah, for sure. All right.
You scored.
Do you remember what the passage was? I would love to have a take.
It was the him talking about like you can't follow me. I'm gonna butcher it, but so you can't follow me without hating your father, your mother, your brother, your sister, your wife, even your own life. Like if you want to be my disciple, you have to like take up your cross and come after me. And then like the rest of that, he gives like examples of
His
it.
name and
That
stuff.
sounds like God was saying, "You just a hating ass bitch."
Yeah. Well, he's just like, you gotta love me.
not-
You gotta love me more than everyone else. Is basically what he's saying. Yeah.
Yeah, more than your mommy and daddy. Did you do that?
Would I love
Did you give up your mommy and daddy?
for God?
Yeah.
Not my mom.
It's not even giving up. It's like relative to them, it should be higher.
I would think it was a trick. If he was like, "Give up your mom,"
If
for
your
me,
mom was a God-fearing woman, she'd want you to give her up.
she would definitely say, "Give him," and I'd be like, "But mom, you're like,
Yeah.
but
Fine, I won't
mama."
call you anymore.
But mom, that's all I had to do. Not a big deal.
True. Next time, if my mom's like, I haven't heard from you in a while. I'll be like, yeah, well, read the fucking Bible, all right?
God asked me to not talk to you.
God told me to hate you. I'm sorry.
No, there's a book called I think it's called Light Through an Eastern Window, where they go through. It was a guy, I think from India, who went through the Bible, and like there's weird little sayings that you only understand if you're from like an Eastern culture, because they
Really?
Yeah, there's like the fucking the fish or whatever they pulled out. There was like money, and like it was money instead or whatever. Isn't that a Bible story where they like find a fish, but it actually contains a ring in its mouth or something?
I'm not sure.
Sounds like a hood story.
No, I swear to God, I think
Find
it's
a bag, it's
Sean,
got
you
a
look
bunch
that
of-
up, dude. Is that a Bible story about a fish that like you pull it out and there's a bunch of money inside of it?
What's the black seed oil
Looks
talking?
like
True.
the AI overview says that it's in the Gospel of Matthew.
Yep.
To avoid tax collectors, Jesus told Peter to catch a fish and open its mouth to find a coin. Yeah.
So there's really a fish. No, but there's actually a fish in the East that is known for swallowing shiny like jewelry, and fishermen would catch them and pop it out. And that was the story. It's like, I don't have any money. And Jesus was like, go fishing right now.
There's gonna be
And he
money in
pops
that
a ring
fish's
out of the
mouth.
fish's mouth. But apparently there are fish in that like area that they're known to swallow jewelry. If you catch them, sometimes the fishermen will like pull a jewel out of their gullet.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a whole book about it. It's pretty cool. He goes through like every single little thing and explains like, well, this is what they actually mean by this. He gives like real world examples of like just like weird shit. Like you read there, you're like, why the fuck would somebody do that?
Yeah.
But apparently there's a reasons for a lot of it.
What's got you wanting to get? Because you said you were like circling the drain on starting to join a Bible study. What's got you there?
I don't know, just a chat vibe, dude. Just read vibe. Read
It was
vibe,
really
chat
nice.
vibe.
Yeah. It was
It's one of the
Chat by.
I just want to chat by, bro. I mean, you get to a certain age where you're like, all right, man, fucking. I've read a lot of stuff and none of it's helping me. I might as well read by, chat by.
Chat by. I can see that being a good.
And
thought.
dude, when you're married, it helps if your babe's on the vibe, because the vibe's in your favor. If you get vibe with you and your babe, the vibe's got your back all the way. No other book. The only other books you're gonna read is like Mel Robbins be like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get out of bed or whatever.
I can't do both though. I told you before I was trying to ho-fi. Oh, you might not have been there when I was telling you I was trying to ho-fi my lady, but yeah.
What do you mean trying to ho-fi?
Trying to ho-fi.
Stag vixen?
I'm trying to have her be more of a hoe in the house. So I've been like buying a bunch of dumb hoe stuff.
I feel like you can do that.
Yeah, no,
You can have the vibe and still.
You think
You got to get married though.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You're trying to unlock the true freak, dude.
I'm worried that marriage will lock away the true freak. That's a big fear of mine.
Not true.
You think okay, all right, what up?
I mean, you're saying you kind of want her singing for her supper.
Yeah. I feel like once she gets everything she needs, she's like, nah, true freak going away. She'll start wearing sweatpants around the house.
It's a delicate dance. No way, dude.
I think that's where the vibe comes in. Is that
especially as a black guy, I'm surprised you're not using the vibe. I feel like black guys can lean into the vibe harder than anybody, and it just, I don't know, man. It looks good on you.
It might be too late for me to, but because it might look phony though. You think if I get into it right now, clearly not a vibe guy, and just go like, "No, I'm full vibe now."
Hey, the Lord works in mysterious ways, bro.
Yeah, yeah, you can for sure.
It would be a good excuse to get a Jesus piece. I've needed a Jesus piece excuse for
Hey, man,
my whole life.
I'm right there with. I'll go shopping with you if you want to do that. I need to get one.
Jesus
I got a wood
pieces.
one. I need to like a.
You want a wood one?
I don't know. I have a wood one. I need to.
Ice it out.
Need to get a gold. I want
True.
to get some gold or some silver or something.
Ice that thing out for sure. Let's ice out our Jesus pieces and get pussy. Yeah. No, I feel like it's a nice thing. I don't know. I don't have time for it right now, but yeah, it'd be nice to fucking get in a circle and talk vibe.
Yeah.
Go back to my babe, be like, yo, we actually talked about it. You're supposed to be a lot nicer around here.
You going
Instead of
black
fucking-
church, white church?
I'll go wherever.
But
Honestly,
I think I'm going full Mexican church.
Mexican
Hey,
vibe.
I mean,
sure.
that's
Mexican-
my church, brother.
It's a Mexican vibe.
That's
circle.
the Catholic church, man. More or less.
Oh yeah, they're going to always be Catholic though.
Yeah, yeah.
But Mexican Catholic church is a whole different vibe.
It's like a party vibe.
I wouldn't say party vibe, but it is a different vibe. Like I've been to a few misas in Espanol. It's pretty cool. It's fun to be like the one white guy in the Spanish mass. Like they're like, you're one of the good ones.
Wait, what is it called? A mise?
Mise, yeah.
What's that?
It's just mass in Spanish.
Oh, really?
Mise in Espanol, yeah.
Damn.
This episode is brought to you by Viore.
How many pairs of pants is too much? A pair for the office? A pair for the course? When does it end?
Luckily, the Meta Pant from Viore can do all of it. Can do it all.
I feel like it's ideal for the golf course or office, but also stylish and comfortable enough to wear all day.
I was thinking the same thing, Matt, because it's made from durable 4-way stretch fabric for all-day comfort. Think about that.
Is it?
Most pants are 2, maybe
barely
3.
4 is crazy. It's
So
the
I've
fourth dimension.
got a couple 3-way stretch pants, and I go, this is not enough. So I need 4 ways.
Need a completely
North,
different
south, east, west stretching.
hula hooping.
And it transitions seamlessly.
Very moisture wicking. How do you think about it as an investment?
How do I think about it as an investment, Matt? Viore is an investment in happiness.
I didn't even think about that.
Okay. And right now you can get 20% off your first order and free shipping on any US order of $75 and free returns.
So get the MetaPant now at Vuori.com/secret. That's VUORI.com/secret. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions.
Oh, yeah.
But
What is it? I doesn't the word Lord translate to like hombre or something funny in Spanish?
I'm not sure.
I've seen it on a screen. It's like a the word, caballero. Yeah, he translates
Isn't
to
it just a-
caballero.
Yeah, isn't it just like guy? Caballero?
Yeah, just it's like cool guy. I swear to God, I saw that one time and started laughing. Senor, that's what it is. It was Senor. I saw it on there and it was like
It's just all the Bible just says Senor.
Senor, capital S, Senor.
save me, Senor. Yeah, it makes me laugh when I see that.
Damn.
Well, that's good. Well, yeah, I mean, look, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, man, I might go black eye vibe circle. It could be the move, honestly.
I mean, it sounds like the most fun.
The Book of Exodus could get a little spicy in there. I'd be like, look, guys, it's happening to everybody.
Wait, what the hell is the Book of Exodus?
It's when the Jews are escaping slavery. Oh, look at this. What the hell? Worldwide institution, turns out. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm joshing. I would never violate a black Bible study with right-wing talking points.
I bet you get in there, it's probably more of it going on than you think.
Oh, dude, big time. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Black people are conservative. I swear to God. Like every black person you talk to one-on-one hits very conservative talking points for the most part.
but it'll happen, and then they'll be like, I'll be like, that sounds like some Republican ass shit, and then people are like, no,
I know.
no. It's like,
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's not as much. It's not like hardcore Dem line though, because they're racist. Black people are racist as hell. I can confirm that for sure.
I'll confirm it.
So racist.
Yeah, that's like my favorite thing.
I know.
It's like my favorite thing to be racist.
It is nice to be like kind of allowed to as well.
I think we're losing it, and
You are.
bums
It's sadly-
me out.
sadly
it makes
you're losing
me
it.
for real mad.
Yeah, white ladies are taking it from you guys.
White ladies are taking it from us, and like we're not even allowed to be racist against like other types of like we used to be able to make fun of Chinese people
To their face.
to their fucking face.
I've seen it.
And now we just can't without being monsters.
Yeah, 2020, 2021 kind of did a number on that one for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Middle Eastern guys who own shops.
I mean,
Post 9/11, I used to see some horrendous displays in Dunkin' Donuts and just sit there and be like, God damn, lady, you are fucking nuts. Yeah, they literally, yeah. Between like 2001 and like 2020, it was perfectly acceptable to call like an Indian guy Osama to his face at Dunkin' Donuts. It wasn't even like being funny. It was like almost like Poppy for Spanish guys. Like, yo, Osama, put cream cheese on my bagel.
Dude, I mean, if you want to get back on like some of the Asian hate and like the Chinese hate, just go to Japan. You can just openly be like, yeah, the Chinese are loud and dirty.
oh, they get fired up. That's nice.
And they'll be like, yeah, I agree.
Loud and dirty is so funny.
They do it everywhere.
And
huh?
rude is a big one. I mean, so
Well,
I've
it's
heard.
also how Asian do you have to be like Chinese people? Fucking loud as hell, man. I can't. That's pretty
differentiate.
nuts.
Yeah.
These guys are out of fucking control.
It's weird when you do see them, like when you're in another Asian country and then you see a separate group of Asians in that country. It's like, all right, I can start to see.
You can start.
Yeah.
So if you're in Japan, did you see Chinese people?
Yeah, they're usually in groups. They're usually in groups and they're usually talking pretty loud.
Serious, hilarious.
Like, and they just don't even like there's a line to something. They're like cutting. They're like, they
Can
don't.
you
they don't-
visually
here.
tell?
I'm not the best.
Okay.
I'd like to say that I am, but then I think we did a test last time I was on.
Oh, yeah,
and I
yeah.
failed about 0 to 100.
Yeah, Butterly was crushing it.
Really, really crushed it like really well.
Yeah, that was pretty nuts. Yeah, that's interesting. So they go to kind of. Do you think that's kind of a flex though on Japan, where there's like,
They're just going to visit.
yeah, but they're here and we're gonna get loud as fuck and.
I guess that's one thing I didn't realize. Like going to Asian countries, that's like, oh, I forget. Like this is just a place anyone goes to. Like, of
Yeah.
course, Asians from other countries would go here on vacation too. I was like, oh, it's a weird. It was a weird thing for me. I don't know.
Gotta be interesting though, because I know for a fact there's the Asian on Asian beef. I mean, it's Asian
they've
on
got
Asian on
crazy
Asian
beef.
beef.
Yeah,
'Cause it's
they've got-
Koreans don't like the Chinese. Koreans kind of sweat the Japanese. They're like they're kind of fucking cool.
I think
I'd hear
there's
them
a shift.
they would give it up.
They're
The
two
shift
best.
is.
They're the two best Asians.
I think
for
the
me.
younger generation likes the Koreans a lot more in Japan
Really?
because like K-pop and all that stuff. Like it's like a cool. They're like the cool, hot, like cool. Young,
Anime's
whatever.
not like blending it where it's kind of even
It's like
though.
yeah. I guess it's kind of even that way. Yeah, yeah.
okay.
With like the kind of younger generation.
South Korea is kind of crushing it too.
Here, Seoul's like the coolest place ever. I've just never.
Yeah.
It's never been my steez to go to.
Korea.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't like the food enough.
The food sucks. Korean food
Yeah.
fucking stinks.
Bulgogi, great. Everything else, I wouldn't eat.
I've had bibimbops. They're not bad, but that's where China has them spanked. Chinese food fucking crushes.
But is
you.
it real? But not real Chinese. It's the shitty Chinese food that's the best shit.
Dude, real Chinese food's awesome.
Every time I've had like authentic high end Chinese food,
I was at a Chinese person's house at a graduation party in high school, and they gave me the real stuff.
like homemade.
I think they love to
real
gatekeep
deal.
the real shit from
yeah,
us.
they give us the MSGs, dude.
Yeah, I mean, but the MSG is so
the
freaking
roundhouse.
So,
nice.
so good. Your body processes it in 10 seconds.
Shit's perfect. Yeah, I wanted to ask you because you're on the righteous path. From what maybe it's just what Tokyo is to me, but it seems like a super horny place. How do you maintain? You
Like,
can buy panties and vending machines and shit.
yeah, but I'm not a fucking freak. You know, I'm not like I'm like
Come
yeah,
on now,
like,
let's
yeah,
not
but
be
like,
nasty.
it's like I've never wanted to do that even here. If that was available here, I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't just see, just you can't.
Whoa,
you don't even got to take it out the thing.
Oh, nice. I wonder. Oh, she had some.
I might not open it, but I'm gonna keep it in the little plastic thing it comes in.
I mean,
Yeah, no, you're not. I'm calling bullshit on that.
I'm saying bare minimum. Bare minimum. I'm doing it.
Yeah, I'm
I
calling.
mean, it's a horny place, but it's like it's also a very like
They have titty milk bars.
yeah, but it's also so separate from
real.
Yeah, they have bars you just go and
Yeah.
get titty milk.
it's so
I would
separate
actually
from
get into
any,
that just
any
for like macro purposes.
yeah, but it's just so separate from any real actual connection that it's like it just is just this artificial thing that doesn't feel enjoyable. Like you can basically pay for like a lot of parts of being with a woman. Like you could have someone just like cuddle
you.
with you and
Yeah.
shit, or just like stare into your eyes or something. But it's like, you know, on the other side
I will
is
be honest. I might crack the plastic during a cuddle.
A cuddle stare. I've seen videos of people doing it. It looks so nice.
I'd be leaning out of the bed like, "Yeah, hold on a second, I need to get something out of my pocket on the floor."
there was one time when I was like just placed in a situation and I was like, I got to get out of here. But where the temptation was the highest was I went to Fukuoka, which is like the biggest city I think in like the South Island, and I was just there for a night. And I asked my concierge at the hotel, I was like, just asked him like, what's a cool area to like get something to eat, maybe drink a couple beers, you know, something like that. And he's like, oh, go to this area, Nakasu. Go to Nakasu. I was like, all right, cool, Nakasu, whatever. It's walkable. I walk over there, and I eat at like a really nice, like cool restaurant. It's rated really high on like the Japanese Yelp. And I'm walking around. I'm like, oh man, a lot of hot chicks in Nakasu. I like this area. This is a cool spot. And I'm like, there are a lot of hot chicks. And then I was like, it's weird that they're all wearing high heels. I don't know what's going on. But and then I was like, oh wait, I Googled on my phone. I was in like the second largest red light district in all of Japan. I was like, I gotta escape. I
Are
gotta
they
get out
dressed
of here.
like maids and shit?
They all had different like outfits. Like I could see them going to their different themed cafes and like bars and stuff in their different outfits,
Oh wow!
which was kind of awesome. But I was like, I gotta
get out of here.
I gotta bolt.
Did you go back and chat and yell at the guy going, dude, what the fuck?
I did. I was like, what the hell? It was all girl bars, and like the two girls working the hotel were laughing at that prospect. Yeah, and then I was like rizzing them up. I was like, yo, what's up? I bought one of them a cheeseburger, and
Oh, you got them cheeseburgers.
Did you really?
I was like,
Brought them cheese, but yeah, I didn't get any hookers. Here's a cheeseburger.
I got really tired of like all the Japanese grub, and this is like towards the end of my trip too. So I googled like cheeseburgers like in the area, and there's a place called US Burger, and like the picture on Google Images had just a white dude working there. I was like, I'm going here.
Yeah.
And so I went there, and like it's really good, and I brought back cheeseburgers for the two concierge ladies.
And didn't give the guy shit.
What?
You didn't give nothing to the guy who was there who told you.
Oh, the guy was gone.
Oh,
It was just
okay,
me and my
okay.
girlfriends.
Okay.
Just eating cheeseburgers. Did you watch them eat them?
I did. Yeah. I mean, I ate them. I had one with them.
Give 'em
Like,
doubles
like,
or
I
single
was like
double?
watching like it was like a mukbang. I was like watching them mukbang the burgers.
Did you give them double burger or single?
Double, obviously.
Yeah,
I
oh
had
my
to-
God.
I had
You
to-
gotta
I
give
was
them
like,
the
I'm a doing well.
Yeah,
Double burger.
bacon.
Yes.
That's undeniably creepy. I'm not saying like coming at you, but like if I came back with two burgers to just American concierge ladies, it was like,
Well, I told them
John
I was
has
gonna. I told them I was like, I'm gonna get a burger. I'm gonna come back and bring you one. And I was like, you guys don't believe me, but I'm gonna do this. And I came back like an hour later. I was like, at the burger.
I'm gonna do that at a hotel.
And they
See
just
how-
munch. They just house the burgers.
One of the girls was like, "This is like the best day of my job. Thank you so much."
Okay.
Like no one treats those people like.
Do you think that's a cultural thing? Like they had to do that in terms of like hospitality, and they made themselves vomit afterwards.
No. She had like the security camera. She's like, I don't think I'm allowed to like the work conditions there. It's like she would get in a big trouble if they saw her eat it. So she'd like get out of the view of the security camera and eat the
she had
burger.
to eat like an adorable Japanese lady,
Like,
and
she
you
had to
watched her
hide
do it.
Yeah.
Holy
And I watched. And I
Where'd
watched
you eat
that.
the burger?
What?
You just ate it in the lobby on CCTV.
Stand it up.
True.
It did cross my mind.
You could abandon your post and come eat
I
this
know.
burger.
I was like,
with me.
this is a test. The cheeseburger did bring down my defenses, though.
Then what did the other one do? She ducked out of the way too and munched the burger.
Yeah.
You clearly had your eyes on one of them.
I also couldn't handle that. I was like, I gotta go back to my room right now. Too much stimulation.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know you did that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Are you still no fapping?
Yeah, but I don't want to. I don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
We don't talk
I've
about
said
it,
plenty
bro.
of it. I said. I'm not gonna talk about
Still,
that.
I mean, what's the Bible quote, dude? If you're fasting, don't tell people about your fast, bro. I mean, it is what it is. It's not even. I don't even think about it anymore. We just fucking crush burgers with ladies, dude. That's a high tea move, by the way.
Thank you. I thought so. I was really
Brought you
pumped.
girls?
Yeah, brought you ladies burgers.
I brought you girls some burgers.
I brought you some meat. I went out hunting. I brought you some meat.
Step out of the camera and take a bite. I fucking want you from hanging out with all those whores.
Yeah, you did go through a whole. You came back charged up from looking at all the hookers. Went to spaz on a guy, saw ladies, and just was like, "I'll buy you burgers.
I will
That's
provide
great-
for you."
That is tight. They got to see your righteous fury. Come
Yeah.
back and say, "How dare you, sir?"
I was actually kind of pissed. I was trying to be funny about it, but I was like, "What the fuck?" It was all girls bars, which is like,
send me to the hookaroos.
yeah.
You might
And-
be the first guy that he's ever had pissed to come back pissed from that.
Well, because
wreck.
I guess he clocked me. He was like, "This guy wants a hooker."
Well, so then back to Nate's question, it does seem like it is pretty normal there.
Yeah.
To be like-
It's the culture there is so weird with like you think Japanese people like kind of innocent, don't do bad like that much bad stuff anymore.
Yeah.
But they like cheating on your wife is like a totally like acceptable. It's a very normal like the cheating culture there is almost like I mean I don't love her, it's fine. Like it's almost like
yeah, but
the
you
wives
can't. But you
cheat too?
can't talk back to like your grandmother.
it's like
So
it's
you
weird.
could like go eat a stripper's butt, come back to Thanksgiving.
But you gotta
dinner,
respect Obasan.
but check the boss on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
But they sell like at like the convenience stores, like they sell like white shirt, like they sell like white shirts and all this stuff that like they sell like the base level like undergarments and stuff you need to like when dudes go cheat on their wives, they can just change into it. And they even a lot of the places like some of the like the brothels and shit or like love hotels, they'll have scentless shampoos and stuff that you use so like your wife won't be like you
Are
smell
you
different.
serious?
Yeah, they're really big on the cheating game over
Yeah,
there.
I kinda
They-
knew a
they
little
figured it
bit.
out. They figured it
Scentless
out.
shampoo that's kind of a deep cut.
Yeah. It's crazy. My buddy told me
Come
that. I
out of
was
the
like,
wash, smell
yeah,
like
yeah.
VO5. You're like, damn it, dude, our technology sucks.
How do you fight the fight all day then?
Wait, what?
Like, how do you fight the good fight and stay on the straight and narrow?
While I was in Japan?
Yeah, or do you?
I mean, I was just munching and drinking with the bros at bars.
Well, that sounds perfect.
But I was going to bars. I was going to like the izakaya, which aren't like, it's not like there's not gonna be young girls there. It's just a bunch of old dudes and just regular guys off of work that I'm just like, I was just drinking with them and just my running joke most of the time was just saying like, I was with a buddy and I was just like, he's gay. I said he's gay in Japanese, and they fucking love that shit. Gay
tight.
jokes crushed there. That's all.
they
we
really?
did. Yeah, me and my buddy Connor were just going around calling each other gay for like a whole night, and made dudes laugh every single time.
That is better than getting asses.
yeah. Fuck pussy. We're
My
just gonna
boy's
call each other
gay. And everyone's like, ah.
yeah, it was awesome.
I'm thinking about the reverse, man. It would be the funniest thing. You just
yeah,
had a
just a
bar here, and two Japanese dudes walk up, clearly visiting. He's a gay. Just,
I would
like-
lose. I would lose.
I would lose.
But like my pronunciation's really good, so it's like imagine the Japanese dude only speaking Japanese and then perfectly enunciates, "I'm gay." Like that's basically. That was the move I was pulling in Japan. It was awesome.
Undeniably hilarious.
Dude, any culture, just guys love a good gay
Oh,
joke.
dude, you brought that down to Mexico way. They
Yeah.
would fucking lose it. Oh, it's so funny.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. Football is back, baby. You know what that means. More beer, more bad takes, and yeah, more chances to win big on Prize Picks. Yeah, I'm going to put in some quick lineups on the app.
Yeah, we have them already.
Yeah, I got it right here.
What you got there?
I already on it. Just cooked up a lineup.
Right now?
Yep. Just did another one.
What? It can't be that simple.
It is. Pick a couple players, go more or less on their stats. That's it.
Oh, wow. This is like ordering food. But instead of cold fries, it's cold hard cash.
Exactly. There's no snake drafts, all right? There's not even spreadsheets. Just tap, tap, line up.
And deposits? Smooth. Doesn't feel like I gave my bank info to a guy named Kyle on Discord.
Man, it feels good, doesn't it?
All right, I'm in. This rules.
You know what else feels good? Putting my knowledge to the test on Prize Picks and getting paid when I'm right. Millions are already playing and billions have been paid out. Well, yeah. Plus, it's available in 40 plus states, including California, Texas, and Georgia. So pull up, lock in a lineup, and pick with us all football season long.
Download the Prize Picks app today and use code DRENCH to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code DRENCH to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Matt, I'll tell you, I'm looking at the picks right now, and
What you got?
these are almost like gimmies. I think they're trying to give away some money over here. Just looking at Eagles Cowboys, they get the line set. I mean, first off, you want to win some cold hard picks, pass yards. Dak Prescott at 0.5 yards. I'm going to say he's going to pass for more than 1 yard.
Yeah, that's what?
That's just Prize Picks having fun.
Just hooking people up.
Also, I think he's going to pass for more than 200, 199.5, and I think Jalen Hurts is going to have more than 212.5 pass yards. I mean, these seem...
See what the guy can do.
I will say this, though. A funny thing is I've seen a group try to do that with Aaron Rodgers, his first game. They said, do you think he's going to have more than 1 yard? Tore his Achilles on the first play. Uh-oh. But hopefully that doesn't happen here.
True.
Anyway, thanks, Prize Picks.
Thank you.
Speaking of gay guys, I watched the Juicy Smollett doc.
Dude, what's the news? So he's innocent? What's going on?
Yeah, it's
Did he produce it by himself,
I think he
too?
might have produced it, and there's so many little things about it that bothers me from the very beginning. At the very beginning, he comes out, and it's like a kind of dramatic walkout. It's over the shoulder. It's a dark room. You know, he's always, before
Like the one-on-one shot of it, like the documentary
like
interview
straight
shot.
on, but they got him walking up to the chair, and he's trying to look a little disheveled in it.
Yeah.
like you still got money.
He does strike me as a master manipulator.
He really is going through that. Like, I mean, even when they went back to like the clips of him crying during the interviews, he had like a cut that looked like he was a refugee. He went from like his beautiful curly hair to like, I'm gonna get no shape up, cut low.
He's looking rough.
Looking
He
rough,
went for like the Rick
intentional.
Rubin kind of look.
Yeah.
Like even worse, like I don't know, like like the Nigerians he was trying to frame, or he would not frame, but you know.
Yeah.
They-
Well, maybe he didn't.
They had they're in it, they're talking, they're like, yeah, no, he asked me to. Like he
So
got like
included
a full,
that in there.
They had the full. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't him then, because I feel like they wouldn't have put them dudes in there, right? If he was, but I mean, like, there's so many moments where he's trying to be like this victim guy, and then they cut to something. Like, there's a part where they're trying to make it look like it's the cops, like the cops in Chicago were corrupt. But the whole time it's like you called the cops on him. There's footage of, I didn't notice when the cops came. I didn't follow that story like that when it came out. When the cops came, he was still wearing the noose.
Yes,
and they got
it was
there
crazy.
like 35 minutes.
That was my
later.
original take years ago. I was like, what dude is going to keep a noose around his neck?
Like even as you're walking, like you're running back to the crib. My next thought is like, what if they're chasing me? I got this noose. They can just.
Set myself up for failure.
Yeah. So he's still wearing it. And then they cut to it. He was like, it's not that I never took it off. I just put it back on when the cops got there so they could see how.
Just so they understand how it works.
Yeah. Then he tried to say he was paying the guys because, got that check for like $3,500 that he gave.
Yeah.
they tried to say that was for because they went to Nigeria like right after it all happened, and he said I was paying them to go get me steroids from Nigeria that you can't get over here. Like it's like a special
black seed
herbal.
oil steroids?
They went to go get black seed oil from Nigeria, and they weren't trying to. There is like parts where you get towards the end of it where they hit you with those like. Well, maybe because there is one footage, one of the like play devil's advocate. There is one guy who said that I did see a white guy in the box, which is also hilarious. Thinking of white guys running around in shiesties, but the security guard was like, I did see a white guy running past. I didn't see him with Jesse, but I saw him running past, and there is like 10 seconds of footage that would show the guys running past that is taken out of the footage. Like it does a hard jump cut, like a 10-second jump cut in the reel, which is the only thing I was like,
Where do the Nigerian guys come into play? Why would they say that he did that?
This is how they try to say that they were trying to say the Nigeria guys might have been like flipped by the cops because once they did get them, they weren't talking. Then they raided their house and they found a bunch of guns. They lived together, I think they were saying. One of them is a felon, so he can't have guns, and they found a bunch of guns there, and they were trying to say there's not any like interrogation room footage of them making some deal. The only thing that they were like trying to use is there was like the lawyer, one of their lawyers was talking and saying like we can seal your records because they were actors too, so they were trying to have their records sealed for like show business shit.
Yeah,
but there's not. That's really it. It's just like there's the jump cut, which does look crazy. It is like a real weird second of a jump cut.
There's a white guy in a shiesty running around.
Allegedly, there was a white guy in a shiesty who got a flashlight shine on his face. But the 10 seconds that happens in the footage is gone. So you just see them running past.
That's interesting.
And
it cuts.
That is yeah. And they were like and then they go back to this like shooting that happened in Chicago where they did that at a fast food place. Like some kid got shot, and I guess they took 35 minutes out of the security footage, and then eventually other footage got leaked. So they were like. That was like the long come around they were doing. It was like they did it before here.
They're building it up.
Yeah, so look at them. Maybe they did it here too. And
I don't know.
Then they have one other piece of footage where they see one of them with the drawn down, and you can't really see the guy, but there's people who are looking at it and they're going like, "That's definitely a white guy," and then they're going to other people like, "That's definitely a black guy," and then at the end they go.
Yeah, were the black Nigerian guys on camera at all?
There's only one moment where you can kind of see one of them with the thing down, and you can't tell what he is. They literally pass it around on the iPad, like hit play to like the cops and the lawyers and even to the two Nigerian dudes. The Nigerian dude's like, yeah, that's my brother, that's me. And then, but the other people are like, even the guy who was like, it was a white guy who ran past me. He looked at him and was like, that looks like a black dude to me. Like so. But then there was like this lady who was saying that there couldn't have been any like white people. They were like, that does kind of look like a white guy. It was like this one piece of footage that no one can agree what the guy looks like, but their body types look like the brothers. The brothers were yoked.
Yeah,
too.
It's like that picture of like the dress. Is this blue or white?
Also, why would he send Nigerian guys to Africa to get steroids?
Because it was supposed to. His exact word was it's a certain type of steroid that burns belly fat specifically.
That's all. That's
dude.
basically all
That's fucking
steroids.
bullshit.
Like.
It's bullshit.
He could have went to a doc. He's a Hollywood actor. He could go to a doctor and get
fake abs.
He can go on like hormone replacement therapy with a doctor. He's gonna get sent.
It's pretty easy to
He's gonna send a Nigerian felon to Africa to
for
traffic
$3,500, like to get the steroids, take the trip. Like that's
sus, bro.
It's so sus.
Sounds like a big gay lie to me.
It sounds like a giant gay lie. I mean, when they show
gay lie.
When they show the pictures of the brothers in the doc, they show one picture, one of the brothers. It's the gayest picture of all time. It's just him jacked in little draws. And I was like, oh yeah, these were gay guys having sex probably. And then it turned into the whole thing. I don't know. I might be putting that out there. I might be just throwing darts at nothing. But it just looked like, I don't know. I ain't gonna try to throw gay on those guys' names.
True. I mean, they did put themselves in a bad situation. You know what I mean?
I mean, but then that's the one thing that got
It would
me
be nice
too.
having two choice gay brothers. If I was a gay Hollywood A-lister, I might try to snag two choice,
Just top shelf.
giant gay black guys.
And they got a link on some steroids. Yeah,
And weaponry.
yeah.
Yeah, it does. I don't know. It still doesn't hold up. It's crazy those guys had weapons. I didn't know those guys were thugging like that. Those brothers were thugging.
One of them, the one that was a felon, he had an attempted murder charge that I think got taken down to like aggravated assault or something.
Jeez.
Yeah, but I mean, they kept describing the guns as tactical weapons, which
Whoa.
probably just means they had a fucking,
rifles?
Like probably just means they had a rifle with
Or
a
had,
red
like,
dot
scopes.
on
Yeah,
it. Or something.
with an attempted murder charge is like.
Yeah.
Also, what happened with that?
I think it technically wasn't his. It might have been in the house, and I think you can still have them in your house.
I swear it's not my tactical weapon.
Yeah.
No, but
officer.
he got charged for attempted murder.
This is like way before the juicy stuff happened.
He got off though.
I don't know. I think it got taken down aggravated assault, and he did get in trouble for
Okay, he
that
might have
shit.
been whooping on someone's ass.
They didn't get all the way into like that. They just dwelled on the felony, dwelled on the guns, and then all of a sudden nothing happened with that. But it was like, yeah, maybe they just weren't his guns, and that's why nothing happened.
True.
With it.
Yeah, the story if that's his best argument, I'm still saying
The only
doesn't pass the smell test.
the only part that like again that bothered me about it
It's
was
also the burned belly fat. Such a yeah. I was trying to fucking burn belly fat is a certain type of steroid. It's like that's not a
This
thing.
one,
you can
this one
only get
only
in
gets you
Nigeria.
jacked. It only gets you jacked. It doesn't burn any fat.
yeah, and he called it a steroid.
You also can't spot reduce fat. Am I right?
Yeah, it's got to be from the whole percentage.
Yeah, that's definitely a huge gay lie. You can't spot. There's nothing that spot reduces fat on your body.
They bring in just like a resident like bodybuilder, be like, you can't. I mean,
Yeah,
there's no
dude.
steroid that does that. They just have Rich Piana being like, you can't. That's not no steroid alive does that.
The Nigerian guys did do a thing though that did trigger it all. This usually triggers my bullshit thing. Is they are putting out a book about it, and the book thing,
Money grab.
yeah, the book thing is always that's like. You know, you always like people were like aliens are real, and I'll tell you all about them in this
Yeah,
book.
yeah.
And from being so into the alien shit, it has me now. Like if
They're
you're
kind of late on the book though. That book would have crushed if they wrote it like 4 years ago.
timed it out with the doc though. They might have knew the doc. He didn't even really know the title. That was the funny part. Is they were like,
That's like a money grab. Like
Yeah.
if you're the president, you do a book because you know everyone will. It'll be pumped on
Is-
the bestseller
Is
list.
Jussie doing the book, or
No,
is it
it's
the
the
Nigerian
brothers.
It's the
the
brothers.
Nigerian-
And the one
our
didn't even
side
know
of
the name.
of the road?
Yeah.
the one that he goes, we're doing a book. It's called Why You Would. What is it called again? Like that's what he did to the other brother. It was so funny.
What do you know what it's called?
He did get it, but it's like a long dumb name. Like why would you fake something for attention? Something the juicy smooth. Like it's got a long.
Such a funny title. I want to.
It looked like they thought about it right then.
It's called Bigger Than Jussie, The Disturbing Need for a Modern Day Lynching.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn, yeah. Some Republican think tank definitely was like, guys.
We'll
Although,
give you the bag.
yeah, but like, the book will be nice, dude.
I mean, what all they can
This
really
was written
say.
by J.D. Vance.
Hillbilly Elegy 2. Actually, is what they're gonna call it.
Yeah, that's fucking bizarre.
Yeah, it was a funny watch. It was I don't know. It was bummed me out. Bummed me out that it was like a whole thing for so long. Watching people get worked up about it. They were playing all those clips of people being like, "This is a terrible thing" during like the first couple of days.
People
of it.
bid on that hard.
Yeah, they jumped right on it.
Yeah, people bid on that pretty fucking hard.
But it was all the people you think would.
Yeah.
Like it was like John Legend.
obviously. Yeah, he's been quiet though. You haven't heard much from him. He was popping for a little bit on all that stuff, and now he's kind of chilled.
I think he has like a I mean, I know it's from my girl. He's got like a skincare thing. And they were giving it away. And I'm not gonna lie, I have some. They were giving it away. When we were at the SB.
You have John
Black
Legend
seed
lotion.
oil.
You have John Legend lotion.
It's even worse. I haven't used it yet, but I have like a spray that you're supposed to spray on your
John
face.
Legend spray.
Ordinary people.
I didn't even know who. I was like Googling it the other day because I started to put it on, but I didn't want to like fuck my face up. So I was like, "What is this?" And then it's like you're supposed to shower and spray it on your face, like either after you shave or.
What's
like,
it do? Reduces belly fat. I want to get those Nigerian steroids.
Just reduce belly fat. Don't do nothing else.
Yeah.
I could use it. That's all I need.
I got $3,500.
good.
Someone-
I don't need
I
it
got
right
a
now.
mission for somebody if they want to go to Nigeria to get steroids back. $3,500 for two brothers just to travel to Nigeria.
And also just one cycle of steroids, like that's not really feasible. Long term,
Yeah.
you can't just get one. You got to keep.
And
I mean, I don't know how
also,
many.
wasn't he already kind of shredded?
he was already.
If he was
in
doing,
shape.
if this is true, and he was just trying to get some belly fat off of himself, and
So
now
funny.
this is the mess he's in,
so
it's
funny.
even better.
He like
So
got
funny.
locked up for it.
Murphy's law.
It's like, damn, dude, I'm fucking looking kind of flabby. I need to send those brothers back to Nigeria.
Actually, or your 6
I'm
day
gonna
in jail.
suck their dicks and then send them back to Nigeria. Well, hopefully he figures out what's going on. I'd like the truth on the matter, if I'm being honest.
That was the worst part of the doc. You go into it thinking like, all right, this is going to get to the truth. And then they get to the end and they're like, we still don't know. And it's like, no, I think we did know. And you guys are trying to make it look like we don't know.
Did they ever did they press the issue on the brothers having sex with Jussie Smollett?
No, I kind of just,
They didn't do that. I mean,
just
that's what
kinda-
everyone was wondering.
yeah, it's because of the pictures that those guys post. Like the ones that, I mean, if you watch the doc, I know what people are already going to say about me when they hear me talk like this. But if you watch that doc, when you see the picture they show of this nigga, it's like, oh, that's like, it's like a gay guy's picture to take.
Was he doing like modeling or something?
I think it did say that he was a model on there, but
That sucks. They leaked the underwear photos.
just, I mean, he had it on his gram. Like I think it was.
Oh,
I think they
okay.
were just pulling him
That
straight
makes
from
sense.
his
Like, what
gram.
kind of posing was he like? Was it like muscle poses, or was it like
Just
gay poses?
well, what made it to me gay is how small. Like I don't know. You got we wearing little like shorts this big on.
I mean, maybe he's a
Oh, they were
bodybuilder.
short shorts?
They were like tiny little shorts.
That's
It is-
weird. It
it's
was like
pretty-
hot pants. I
Yeah.
thought they were briefs.
I'll be honest. I didn't lock in on it. I was like, I'm fighting allegations in my head.
Dude,
now.
have you ever watched Saltburn? Have you ever watched Saltburn, the movie?
No.
Anyone here watch that before? I think it's from a couple years ago. I just watched it. It's all right. The movie's all right. There's a scene in it. Usually I can watch anything without like being like, oh, fucking recoil.
Is it the grave thing?
The grave thing was nothing.
Oh, okay.
There's the grave. By the time it was the grave thing, by the way, I heard that was improvised.
Really?
Yeah, I heard that wasn't in the script, and that actor just got it. Just
Creative
got
spirit.
freaky. Yeah, just creative spirit took over.
What happened?
He just like fucks a guy's grave at the end of it. But that to me honestly felt kind of overdone. There was a scene where he's watching a dude jerk off in a bathtub. I don't want to ruin this. Is kind of a major spoiler alert. But he kind of watches in the wings, and as soon as the guy like gets up to leave, he's like draining the bathwater, and the dude jumps into the tub and just drinks the very last bit of the bathwater, and it was like,
Hey you.
dude, it was so fucked up. Usually I can watch stuff and like whatever. I saw that and I was just like, ah.
Yeah.
And then I'm in bed. I'm next to my wife, and obviously I haven't put my hands on my pants. She's like, why are you putting your hands on your pants now? I'm like, bro, don't even try, dude.
Yeah.
Don't even accuse me of that. It was fake for real. It was
You just
fucking
happened
asshole.
to go for a ball grab, and she's like,
I was comforting myself
Yeah.
if anything. I just got fucking rocked by a fucking bathtub cum drink. And dude, he went for it. The movie was actually, it was a cool
forgot
movie.
You said he was jerking off in there.
Jerking off in the tub.
I thought you were. He
So,
was
guy
just,
in the tub, he's jerking off into it, or the guy?
The guy's just having a good old time fapping in the tub.
And then the
he
guy-
brings his fucking freak to his house to like meet his family. He's like thinks they're friends or whatever. And the dude, like, you got to see the movie, but the guy gets out of the movie. It is kind of cool, but it gets like towards the end, you're like, all right, man, it just kind of it's a little bit much.
Yeah.
Imagine that, and then like 20 minutes later, he's humping a grave. You're like, all right, this is
This is an ad by ButterHelp. Or BetterHelp, the help with the butter. It's nice. It's nice having someone you can try and work out all of life's problems with.
Who do you go to when you need a vent, need advice, or just want to chat about life?
I call you. I talk to you.
True.
Talk to you about
Could be a
stuff.
partner or a
You
friend.
are my partner and my friend.
And a
my
co-host.
co-host. Oh, they knew it was coming.
Look at that.
I don't go to the group chat like this suggests because you're not going to get good advice.
True.
You're going to be met with a lot of animosity and racial slurs and things.
Yeah. My pet, I haven't gone to my pet for advice, but I have kind of vibed with my pet on another level. But whoever you turn to, your friend, your mom, your partner, your bartender, they're not going to have all the answers you're looking for, unfortunately. Luckily.
They're going to say that about my mom.
Whoa.
ButterHelp's going to say that about my mom.
That's crazy. Because I feel like my mommy knows what's
My
best
mom
for me.
has answers. Nice try, BetterHelp.
Therapy can help fill in the blanks. Unlike just chatting with a friend, therapy has helped me. If you feel comfortable,
Talk about your experience in therapy.
I don't feel comfortable.
I don't
Sorry
feel
about that.
comfortable.
I do not.
Please respect
I
our-
actually don't even like being asked whether I feel comfortable.
The
or
help
not.
with the better. You better respect our how we feel about things.
Thank you for actually asking the question,
Yes,
but
thank you.
I don't feel comfortable about that. Guys, see the difference yourself. BetterHelp can connect you to some great professional therapists. They're all carefully vetted to ensure you get quality care. And it's literally at your fingertips. Everything is completely online. Just fill out a short questionnaire to get matched. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals. To mental health professionals, with a diverse variety of
It's okay,
expertise.
Matt. It's okay.
Thank you.
God, I love talking to you.
Dude,
I could.
Can I just touch your foot while I do this next
Do
line?
not. Do
Can
not.
I just please
Do
touch
not.
you while I do this next line?
Matt, I would appreciate if you respected my fucking boundaries. BetterHelp. You need to help this man. He's just accosted me. Find one with BetterHelp to help with the better. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/MSSP. That's betterhelp.com/MSSP. Matt, what you've done is disgusting.
I need to talk to someone now, dude.
Oh, I just watched a freaky ass movie. Either y'all ever see The Assessment? It's it's kind of nice at the beginning. It's what's that Olsen twin that's not the twins? The older one.
Kate.
She's
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, yeah. She's showing titties. Like it has to be the first 20 minutes of the movie. Just like
What?
just in the rain, see-through shirt.
That's what's up.
Titties. It's a lot of that. So that's pretty nice. And but what the story is, it's like post-apocalyptic. And the assessment is like, I guess there's not a lot of resources, so you have to be approved by the government to have a kid. So what they do is they send a grown woman to your house to basically assess. Like the grown woman comes to their house and acts like a kid. And you have to like see if your parent.
Bro, this is the freakiest shit I've ever heard of.
I just was looking for a movie with my girl. We watched. I started to bring this up last week. 'Cause y'all were talking about those movies you like.
Freakiest movie ever.
Bro, it's
a cool idea. So how's it play out?
So like at some point, like they're trying to just like, she gets there.
What age does this lady pretend she is the question.
She's gotta be pretending to be like 5. She's like at some point she just like they're sitting there eating and she just like does one of those to the food on the thing. But like, I mean, she's like, and it's like a hot Spanish lady. They have like this hot Spanish lady that they keep showing naked, pretending to be a kid. I don't want to spoil.
That's Hollywood, bro. You're getting deep into Hollywood.
It's crazy. There's this one scene. I don't want to spoil it because like
No, that's fine.
the movie wasn't ass, but it is weird. I'm sitting there like I keep turning to my girls like, yo, this because she picked it. I was like, yo, this is the freakiest shit of all time. ooh, actually, my plan might have been working the whole time, but I didn't realize it.
Yeah.
But it's there's like
You hit
this.
bedrock. She picked the movie.
She picked a
And
movie.
it was of a oftentimes showing her tits hot lady who's pretending to be
Dude,
5.
child play.
Well, I don't think because we watched the trailer beforehand. It didn't look like it was going to be as freaky as it was.
For sure, yeah.
It just and it shows her tits a little bit, but they showed Elizabeth Olsen's tits a ton.
Wait, who was Elizabeth Olsen playing?
She's the mom. She's the.
They
it's
keep
like-
showing her tits.
They just happen to keep showing her tits.
So, it's such a hack for movies to like, and I'm saying hack, not like calling it
Yeah,
hack. I'm
yeah.
saying it's like a hack, like a life hack.
Yeah.
They just figured out like, yeah, we can just show tits.
And it made it look artistic. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm
The
watching it.
tits do make a movie seem like, whoa.
Well, if you see like tits in a movie, you're like, it's pretty cool.
And they did
The movie
it
was alright. It wasn't
tastefully.
like a waste of time. You're like, yeah, it's all a giant rack.
I got to
It
see
was-
Elizabeth Olsen's tits. Didn't think that would happen to me in my life.
Yeah.
What was her name? Was she Wanda? Wanda in the Marvel universe?
She was Wanda.
She was Wanda. She's like a big part of the Marvel universe. I'm just getting to
Scarlet
see
Witch.
her tits. Yeah, Scarlet Witch. That's it. And but there's like a scene where she leaves, like basically she gets a call to like her sisters and having an emergency. She has to go there, and there's been all this like underlying sexual tension with the lady pretending to be a baby.
Could imagine.
Because she's like, she's like jumping on the dad's back. He's got to give her, and if he doesn't, that's the thing that it's like the crazy loophole is if he doesn't act like a good dad to this adult woman pretending to be a kid, like
They can't
they're
have a
not
kid.
going to get. They can't have a real kid.
Yeah.
How far do they push the line? Is the question.
I mean, they go what the two.
In the movie, like, so she's jumping on his back. That's you got tits on back. That's already a yellow card.
Sorry, and it happens.
How
like
far do they go?
They fuck. They so what happens to
He
be
fucks the kid lady.
the kid lady set him up though. It wasn't.
Oh,
even-
it was a test, so he can't.
It was like so what happened is I guess that call that the wife got that's like your sister's having an emergency. I need to leave. And she pretended she couldn't leave for a second, and then she does leave because the lady's like, "Fine, we'll give you you have 2 hours. You got to be back in 2 hours or whatever." And so while that happens, he goes to lay down, and then the lady pretending to be a baby just pops up in the bedroom and just fucking grabs his meat, and it's just kind of the vibe she puts out. It does seem like she's going, your lady's not here. I want to fuck you. You want to pass this test. You got to let me fuck you. So he's thinking like, I really want to have this baby with my lady. I got to fuck. I mean, also he's like, I'm going to fuck this lady.
Yeah,
probably.
for sure.
But it is kind of like a reverse rape scene. Like he kind of.
She coerces him.
She coerces him, but he's never, the whole time he's like staring like, I can't believe I'm doing
How
this.
do they communicate all of that in the dick grab? Because couldn't it just been like, I'm a
she
kid?
talks. She talks.
Oh,
like she
whoa,
she
okay.
starts.
Does she do, like, a
talking-
kid voice,
She, no, she's talking like she goes full adult in that moment.
What do you want to do?
Yeah,
Oh, she's like, if you want to have a baby, you need to fuck me.
yeah. And then he fucks. He busts it. And he rolls over. Like I don't know why that was funny to me. Like just I can't believe I had sex. Is how he, but.
That sounds like something I would do. Oh, I can't believe I had sex.
But I don't even. I could spoil the end, but it's just
No, yeah, that's good. Leave it open. That's,
yeah. It honestly wasn't.
I guess the movie they always pie in movies. Nobody pulls out. Movies.
Yeah, he pied.
Pie.
He pied. he sad pied. And oh man, yeah, I don't want to spoil the rest of it in case my wife. It for real wasn't an ass movie, and it is a movie. Like I do think, I don't know. I think you,
So let's jump to this. So we don't spoil the ending.
yeah.
What'd you guys do after the movie?
We definitely fucked that day. I'm trying to remember if it was before or after the movie.
Ah,
though.
yes,
So like I think if I remember right, that was a before.
Gotcha.
Like we ordered food, fuck before food, because you know getting older, gotta
Yeah,
fuck
you don't
before
you don't
food.
get, yeah, farts and stuff.
I do miss the days when you could go out, munch, and then get a good. Like now, if I'm full, I'm like,
Yeah, you're done.
I'm checked out. Maybe get some black seed oil, bring myself. Pray it doesn't
Nice.
break out my meat.
Dude, I was telling Sean last night, we went to, so we did the Oasis concert,
Yeah.
and dude, it was, first of all, I just forgot how big Oasis was of a band.
Yeah.
Fuck, they were massive. Like,
Where were they performing?
Soldier Field.
Oh,
So it was just, they're only doing like, I think like 5 cities in America. Yeah. So we go, and again, I only remember like their major hits from back in the day.
Wonderwall.
Yeah, like Wonderwall.
Don't Look Back in
Don't
Anger.
Look Back in Anger. There's the other one. There's another Supernova or something. Champagne Supernova.
Yeah.
So I go there, and I was a little sleepy because I flew in that day, and I'm like, oh, I'm kind of tired. I might as well drink some espresso martinis. I drank espresso martini. I drank a cup of coffee. You know I'm caffeine sensitive.
Yeah. I've seen.
So, dude, I do that to get charged up, but then, like, you know, once that's flowing, it's like I start drinking, and we're in like a kind of like a box thing. So we're like, dude, this sucks in the box. Let's just go down and like stand on the floor. But I had, being like kind of already drunk and just massively stemmed up, I bought a giant bottle of Class A Azul.
Yeah.
And right before we go down, I won't give the person's name away. I don't know how they feel about it. But they were like, "Do you want some acid?"
Yeah.
And we're like, "Yeah, fine." So we take it just a little bit, and then we go down, and then like I had also smuggled the bottle of Class A Azul down to the floor. So I was like, "I just
so
got
sick.
this." I was like, "I'm not gonna just let it go to waste." So I stuffed it down the back of my pants and tied my sweatshirt around my waist. Dude, they're like this big. The bottle's enormous. So I had it like a battery pack, and I was just like, "Let's go!" And I was just, I was like, Spud and Billy were there, and I'm having them fucking cover behind me, so we kind of kept it tight in formation. And dude, I just like, we get down to this like general standing area, and I like pop it out. And I just set it down and put my sweatshirt on it. And I would like, people would be walking and like kind of be like, "What the fuck is that?" And I'd pull my sweatshirt off. And I think like eventually like that first little bit of acid started kicking in. I'd be like, "Dude, I brought down a bottle of Class A Azul, help yourself." And then people were like, "Okay." And then people started actually drinking it. And then we took more. And dude, thank God we did, because I would have drank so much of that tequila and just been fucked. Instead, it was like, dude, I'm excited for Shane to get back so we can actually like rehash it from, everybody's perspective. But it was, dude, first of all, I embarrassingly was just jumping around to Oasis for like 2 hours, just like, oh. And then I would sit there and I would have to like, everyone would get thirsty. And whenever I'm like kind of tripping, I think it's fun to go off on quests.
Yeah.
So I would be like, I had to walk all the way up these flights of stairs to get water. So I was like, "Guys, I'll be back. I'll get water." And I went up the stair. First of all, I was in a line down on the floor level first. And I was just waiting in line. And I was like, I kept laughing about how torturous it is just to wait in line in general. I was like, dude, it's like an arrow to your, like the part of your brain that feels important is just getting launched every second with an arrow.
That's
I'm
the
just
acid doing that.
Yeah, I'm just laughing, being like, "Dude, standing in line is so fucking funny. It's torture, but you're just really standing there." And I'm just like sitting there with this dude. I think he was like kind of a Mexican dude. So I'm just like talking to this guy, and I'm like just tripping, talking about standing in line, how funny it is. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm trying to get some Coke, man." And I was like, "Oh, cool, dude. Well, good luck with that." And then
He thought you were the guy.
I was bucked. And then he was like, "If we go all the way upstairs, there's no line if we like walk all the way up there." So that's how we discovered like to get water.
Yeah.
So all night I would just be vibing to Oasis. I would catch my bros and I would be like, "We need to get water," because I would see Shane standing there going, we were fucking bucked. And then I'd be like, "You guys want some water?" And they'd be like, "Yes, please." And I would just trudge up like fucking 30 flights of steps and then just look into the concession bar. And the core water? It's like those plastic water bottles with a weird shape.
Yeah.
There would just be literally an infinite supply of those things. And I was like, I'll have 7 core waters, please. And they kept giving me a little cardboard tray to carry them down in, and eventually they ran out of the cardboard, so I had to just like hug all the waters. Dude, it was so much fun. But the main thing was,
How many times did you make the trip?
Yeah, how many
at
water
least 3 or
quests?
4. I went on like 3 or 4
water quests.
By at one point, my feet were soaking. I didn't know your feet sweat from acid. Or, I don't know. Maybe mine did. So, because they kept being like, dude, I think it's kicking in more. So I was like, this is
Was
fine.
that your first time doing it? I've never done
Doing
acid.
it like that, yeah, for sure.
okay.
I've done like a little bit of it before, but never enough to where I was like kind of launched.
Yeah, I've never done it.
It was so sick. It's might be the best ever, honestly. But dude, my feet were like soaking fucking wet, and I was like, I don't know if this is just like a feeling I'm getting. They were. I was sweating like a pig. I confirmed later on. But dude, so I go afterwards. Like it ends, and we're hanging in this like back area, just talking for like an hour. We finally go back to Shane's room, talk for like another 2 hours. And then it's like, and I was hanging on to the chill because I knew I was like, because it was wearing off and I drank all that caffeine, which they were making fun of me because I kept being like, I had too much caffeine, guys. And they're like, dude, you're on acid right now.
That's not the
And I brought one of those, those giant fat joints.
Yeah.
I brought one of those thinking that like people would want to smoke it. Only like 2 people did, so I was just facing a bat. And they had the Class A Azul, and I was like giving that out to people. They were skeptical, and I'm like, guys, I'll drink it to show you it's not late. So I was just on acid, completely impervious to alcohol, just crushing tequila and being like, here, dude, it's good. Trust me. And dude, it was. And by the end, the bottle got crushed. Some people were passing it around. They're like, it's done. I'm like, good job, you guys.
Yeah.
And
And
then
then strangers that you met when you got down to that level.
I like squatted up with some strangers down there, but
That's
then like I had my sweatshirt was just laying on the ground because I was like, I don't care about that sweatshirt anymore. And as I was going to leave, I was like, oh fuck, I left my sweatshirt. Dude, a guy out of nowhere goes, here it is, and just threw the sweatshirt up, and I was like, okay. So now I have my sweatshirt. I'm like, damn, the sweatshirt found me. It's so fucking tight. But dude, so I go finally. I'm like, Shane will be like, oh man, we should probably call it soon. I'm like, yeah, let's just hang out for a little longer. I knew I was like, I'm gonna go back to my room and freak the fuck out
because of the caffeine mix.
It was just, I don't know, it was ending, and it was like, I think it was the caffeine really, and I knew what I was in store for because if I have too much caffeine, I just lay there and like my heart's off, my like chest feels tight, and I was like, I don't want to deal with this while I'm kind of tripping. That'll be terrible. Finally, he's like, dude, because I had to fly the next day to go to like a kid thing.
How early was the flight?
Dude, the flight was 1 p.m.
Yeah.
But it was like I'd been up all night, and I was trying to figure out like what time do I have to get up.
Yeah.
But I just set I looked at my alarms. It was like set like 45 alarms.
Yeah.
But so I go like, all right, go back to my room. I'm like, fuck, dude, here comes the hurt locker. And I walk in, and I'm just like, I should pack. I'm like full on Jordan Peterson. Like, I'm going to clean up here and get this room in order. And like, I'm like walking back and forth like, yes, these are my pants. I'll fold these up here. And everything just took so long. And I slowly started being like, dude, just act normal. You're fine. You're just packing your clothes. Everything's fine. And I was like, yeah, but I could feel that caffeine feeling. I'm like, fuck, dude, this sucks. And then I was like, all right, I'm going through my routine. I start brushing my teeth. Finally caught the mirror. And my first thought was like, it's all been leading to this. Stand there in the mirror, and it's like, dude, all right, you're not feeling great right now. You're a little anxious. How about you just like actually show up for yourself for once?
Talking to yourself in the mirror.
Yeah, I'm like, and it's in my head. It's like, how about you show up for yourself and you get super present? And I just like stared in the mirror, and I was like, I am here now. And dude, instantly I was like, shut the fuck up. And I was like, no, damn it. All right. And then
Wait, you said I'm here now and then told yourself.
and in my head it was like, dude, shut up, you fucking dork. And I was like, all right, fair enough. Let me finish packing my clothes robotically. And then, dude, so I laid there. I packed my clothes, and I just laid in bed, and it was just like, dude, I can't sleep. I'm in a hurt locker. I'm just laying there. My heart is just like, it's the caffeine plus I'm still tripping. So I'm like just feeding into it in this endless loop. So I'm going on like breathing exercises on my YouTube to calm myself
like
down.
Dude,
I'm doing just like I'm like, and I can't type. I'm like spaz typing, breathing, relaxation, anxiety into YouTube. And finally, so I get this one breathing exercise. I'm like, all right, that's cool. And then it cuts out, and I'm like, oh fuck, what happened? Straight back to 0. And then I get another one, and it's like almost like hypnosis, where he's like, do this, breathe in this, imagine this, and then they're like, if there's any tension in your body, give it a color. And I'm like, yes, it's red. And I'm like imagining a red. I'm like, all right, I got this. And it's like, now give it a shape, and it's like multi-dimensional poly, and I was like, that would turn into like a spiked dragon. And I was like, fuck, dude,
You got a red dragon.
it was just like, well, it just was like an amorphous. I would
give it a
close
shape like
I would
a
close my
triangle.
eyes, and it was just
it's a
like
dragon?
new dimensions of physical. I'm like, this isn't working very well. So then I lay there and I'm trying to give it a shape, and then like it starts dissolving and coming back, because you're supposed to like give the feeling a color, then a shape, and then allow it to dissolve into like whatever else it is. But I was just, my visuals are too strong.
kept dissolving to new things.
Dude, it was like, it was transforming into different things like at a million miles an hour. And I was like, all right, fuck, this isn't helping me with my eyes closed. And then eventually I had gotten stuck on the fact that I had gotten cut out of, just through like constant caffeine use, nicotine, and whatever else, that I had like disconnected myself from God's natural rhythm of the day. It was like I'd been up all night, I hadn't slept. I'm like caffeine hangover.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone, obviously there was LSD, but that wasn't the problem at all. Truly, that was a solution for sure. But I was laying there and I was like, I just want to get back into the natural rhythm of the day. That's all I want. Just get me back into God's natural rhythm, please, dude. And I just like laid there. And I had to lay there for like hours for like that caffeine thing to fall away. I was eventually, it was on like black box Bible quote, just like quotes, just laying there like, dude, please help me. And
You had your Bible study while
I
you were
did. It was Gospel of John, a Gospel of John on the YouTube black
John
box.
is fantastic
It was
for that.
it was
Yeah.
actually very nice.
What's John say that calms you?
Kind of the chillest of all the Gospels.
Okay.
I don't know. It first of all, the beginning, I didn't realize he starts like, he goes back to like almost Genesis in the beginning, and I'm like, dude,
It's like the word and
yeah,
the
yeah.
word
And I'm
made
like,
flesh,
all right,
yeah.
well, let's hope this fucking word helps me out right now. And he goes, so it was pretty cool. That one was, it goes into John the Baptist from what I remembered, and listening to that, and you know, all
Sick.
this stuff. It was tight. But then, but yeah, dude, and I woke up that morning and just had to, fly to the air. I had to go to the airport, and it was just, no sleep, just like, bah. And but yeah, ever since, dude, no caffeine.
Yeah.
I've been back in the natural rhythm, and I'm like, I can't break it. I'm like, I'm like terrified to break out of natural rhythm right now.
Just got lost.
I'm still tripping.
Just flash back to that. Oh.
No, I will. I'll eventually. But I did get all my caffeine and because I was like not sleeping that good, because I'd always be on the caffeine, and then I wouldn't sleep because I knew I had the caffeine, and I was in this like endless loop of poor sleep.
Yeah.
That I was just like, dude, there was like a flash where I was like night and day, rising and falling with it, not artificially titillating myself, and like, it's been actually really nice.
But you're back on the right cycle now.
Circadians are back.
My circadians locked in right now.
Nice.
It's nothing, and then it was also, I mean, dude, cold turkey, nicotine, caffeine. I had already been stepping down. No problem.
Yeah.
That's my new thing. I'm gonna start saying that during any nicotine ad reads. Be like, dude, it's literally not addictive. All you have to do is do LSD. All you have to do is
You just got to get back to God's natural rhythm.
all you have to do is do LSD and get back to God's natural rhythm. But I do feel great. I feel pretty fantastic.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So the first, I will say the day after, it was a lack of sleep thing, but. So it was a little wobbly. The head was a little, I would like just be driving and be like, man, everything's cool. And I'd see a bumper sticker, be like, war is hell. And I'd be like, no.
Just was saying you again.
Because I would just think, you would just think about like 40 million things. I'm like, yeah, it fucking is, I guess. Fuck. All right, let's go. Come on. And I was trying to get back from the grocery store. Like, "Argh."
Is that residual acid? Is that what they're like?
I think it really was a lack of sleep. But yeah, I feel like the next day after, because I like stayed up all night, was in the Hurt Locker, and then I like woke up on an hour of sleep and then flew home and just did like full family day of like going to like a dance
super dad stuff.
recital, all of this stuff, which was cool. It was very chill. But yeah, there was like the next day even, I was fine, but like I could hit a thought loop where I'd be like, shut it down, dude.
Yeah.
Don't even go down that. Just chill. And then I was like, I got like 3 good nights of sleep.
Yeah.
And I mean, if the second day I was fine. Once I got good sleep, I was cool, but I was definitely a little. My wife was like, "Are you all right? You're a little quiet." And I was like, "Chilling."
Shrooms won't hit you like this.
No, I think for the acid, I like the acid over. I don't have done it once, but like with the thought loops for acid, I feel like you can stop.
You can cut them off.
You can cut them off. Whereas shrooms, I feel like they just keep going.
But they don't linger, I think, for the day. That's what I was thinking when we were saying that. I've never done acid, but shrooms, I'll go through all those loops. But once the shrooms are done, I'll be like,
you're chill.
You're chill.
Yeah.
And you just have those thoughts. Like, you still remember them, but you were like, those were kind of positive. I think I'll take those with me further. Like,
I don't know. I'll definitely try it again. I'll try it under different circumstances where I'm not like out all night and just obviously jacked up on too much caffeine and a bat and fucking
crushing
Class
tequila.
But yeah, I don't know. It was cool. It was definitely awesome. But it does. The next day, I was kind of thrown. But I do think like if you stay up all night, you'll get whacked out.
Good thing you were locked in
I
on
think
those
also
waters.
just zaps a lot of
The
like,
waters, dude. I drank so.
If you didn't get locked in on those
water.
waters, that would have been detrimental for
what
the whole
happened to me
squad.
early on? What happened early on is I went there, and again, I'm like, I don't have like a particular like nor dislike for Oasis. I was always like, yeah, I remember their songs; they're cool. But I get there, and like right away, I'm on my bullshit. I the screen comes up. I'm going, who the fuck did these cheesy ass graphics? I was just being nasty.
Yeah.
And I'm like, these guys are so old. Anytime I would think when they started kicking in, if I thought a negative thought, it would hurt my whole body. And I'd be like, this is going to be a long night. This isn't going to be good. And then I was able to somehow be like, down regulate. All negative thinking is off now, just as like a survival thing. And I just ended up having the gayest, funnest time ever.
That's awesome.
Just jumping around to Oasis like a fucking little 5-year-old.
Do you sing along to any of the tracks?
Probably if the songs I knew, but I honestly don't really remember singing along.
Yeah, I feel like don't look back in anger would be kind of the whole crowd to be ripping that.
Yeah, and eventually I did
Wonderwall.
get into the screen pretty hard. I was like, these visuals actually are pretty sick. But no, it is easier to control for sure. Like it's way easier.
Yeah, you
I
don't
feel
go
like
down the spiral.
I feel like
as
if you do
much.
too much, obviously that's when it gets bad.
I don't know. I just remember trying to write down creative ideas last time I did it.
Oh,
and,
dude.
And then looking at them the next day, I mean, like, I wrote down, I thought it was great. It says, everything is about sex. And I was
Burgers, sex.
I was watching luxury fragrance commercials, and I watched a bunch of them. I was like, they're all about if you smell like this, you can get pussy. Like I was freaking out.
Dude, there was I sent myself an email halfway through thinking it was like the coolest shit. I thought it was the coolest shit ever. And I was like, dude, I think literally Wonderwall came on and Shane's just like staring at them playing at Wonderwall. And I was like, do you want to read my email I wrote to myself? He was just like, dude, not right now. This is the whole point of the concert. You know, it was so funny.
This is the song we're all here for.
This was the email I was trying to interrupt his Wonderwall for. I was like sitting there. It was during a water trip. I wrote an email to myself, and I was like, dude, this is the most profound thing that's ever been uttered. It was like, your nervous system is your responsibility. It's your vehicle for making it through life. Please don't speed.
Please don't speed.
You were thinking about that caffeine the whole time. That was the caffeine.
I wrote that down. I was like, that'll change the world tomorrow. All right. I kept trying to like, seriously, dude, you should read my email. And he'd be like, dude, no, I'm not reading your fucking email.
You thought somebody's going to read that and be like, holy shit.
Oh my God. There was like 40 other emails that I had. I was like, I can't send myself emails all night. I have to chill. I got to chill and enjoy fucking Oasis.
Gonna start a revolution from my bed.
It was fun. It was very funny. The email was cracking me up. I was like, it just sat in my pocket. I was like, I can't believe that email's in my fucking pocket right now. It's such a sick email. It's such a sick email to myself.
The secrets to the universe in my pocket right now.
There was another one. There was a bunch of stuff I started to like write, and I was like, "It's just a waste of time. I'm not doing this." It was so fun though. Yeah, we got the motherfucking hour. Well, do you guys have anything you guys want to plug? Anything you guys want to Jake the plug?
Paint. Oh, you got it.
You go.
I was gonna say panties in the mouth. Please listen.
Plug a show. Plug a show.
Optimum Noctis. The next one is September 16th. Please come to that. They've been great. Thanks again, Matt.
Of course.
And I'm gonna be at Atlanta Helium October 23rd. Please come to that.
I'm gonna be in Dallas on October 26th at Dallas Comedy Club. It's a Sunday at 7 p.m. if you can make it. You can find tickets. Just go to my Instagram at Eganism.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks, Matt, for having me on. Appreciate it.
Of course, bro.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Of course.
The Wild Wild West.
I should invest in the Spider League and bring it like a.
You got something white on your lip. I didn't
Thank
want
you.
you to start the.
Appreciate that. Yeah, true.
I didn't see it, or else I would have.
I think I saw it in the bathroom and I just ignored it.
That's a good point in your life when you're like, I got cum on my lip. I'm gonna let it
I think
fly.
I literally tried it once. It didn't come off, and I was like, whatever. I gotta do stuff.
Now I'm worried about my lip corners.
Are we fired up? Nice.
You got to
Nice.
keep the lip stuff in. That's good.
True. Yeah. Yeah, keep that in, man. That's a good cold open. Nate noticed I had his cum on my lip. Joe List, thank you for coming, man.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. This
fucking
is
sick.
I'm now here an extra day just for this. I
Nice.
got bumped from a big podcast I won't name that also records on Monday nights in Austin.
Look at that, man. I'm glad you can come on, man.
Yeah, me too. I'm thrilled.
And you're traveling with family. That's an area of interest of mine because I do it all the time.
I know we talked about it a while ago. I quote you all the time, and yeah, it's fun. I don't mind the actual traveling on the plane is fun to me.
It's not that hard.
No, and I don't want to throw my success in everybody's face, but I get upgraded a lot. Delta Diamond. So
There you go.
my son has flown almost exclusively first class, which is very nice.
Yeah.
But he's about to turn 2, so I'll have to buy him a ticket.
Oh shit! You're coming up
that'll-
on that. That sucks.
Yeah, that'll be the end of.
It's funny watching because some people smile at the child in first class, and then other people like almost grimace at the child.
Yeah, it feels like a thing where people are like, get the fuck out of it. You didn't earn this. But
So when they're like 2, it's not you, or 1, it's not you holding them. It's like them sitting in a seat.
Oh yeah, you got to pay for them. You can
Okay.
still hold them on takeoff when they're like 2-ish, and then once they get a little bigger, it's kind of like a gray area.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're like, my kid's crying. I'm not going to strap them to a seatbelt.
Yeah,
And just
yeah.
be like, sorry, buddy. So yeah, you have to they kind of give you leeway. My one daughter's 5, and like for landings, they're like she needs to be in a seatbelt.
Okay.
You're like whatever.
so when you had, I assume there was a moment where you had just the one kid, and there was 3 of you. Did you ever travel the 3 of you? Did you buy a row?
Oh yeah, we've done it before.
Yeah,
We do Southwest sometimes too, which we just did to Chicago this weekend. It's in one time. Yeah, well, last time because usually like my wife's really good about checking in. We get early, so we get to like be towards the front. And like the one time I just wasn't paying attention. We were sitting at the gate next to the gate we were supposed to be at.
Oh,
so the
God.
whole plane had boarded, and then I heard my name like last call, and I was like, oh no! So we all had to like split up. My wife was not a fan.
Was she a lap kid at that point, or was she just sitting by herself?
This is when we had the 2 of them. So we had to like, but
Oh, God.
I ended up taking like 1 and 1. We just had to beg strangers to switch seats. and-
Right.
which some people are cool about. Some people are like not cool about that at all.
There's that thing you see it online where people are like, "Your baby's not my problem. I paid for the seat." You ever see those?
No, I've never seen that, but it's also like, that's the one thing. Flying with kids is nice once you get over your kid crying loudly on a plane. I don't care. If my kid screams and cries, I'm like, and I know people hate that, but it's like, grow the fuck up, dude.
Well, and here's the
I
thing.
don't care that the kid's crying. It's just I'm gonna sort this out.
But also, everybody has noise canceling headphones now. That's
Yeah.
like the standard headphone, and everyone, you got 400 channel. Like, just turn on Mission Impossible 11 and turn it up full volume.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
And don't get me wrong. I'm not like thrilled if there's a crying baby, but you are like, you have the ability. You don't have to just sit there listening to it.
Now, if y'all were on a plane solo and you have first class and some lady has first class and she's trying to get you out of your seat that you really wanted.
I fantasize about the opportunity
To be a gentleman?
Absolutely, yeah. I fantasize about like a decrepit old man and being like, please, sir, take this. Please take my seat. Or
Would
a
you
kid.
do it?
My one fantasy is a kid throwing something very hard at my head.
Yeah.
To the point where I'm like bleeding. I get to be like, yeah, it's no big deal. I for real like,
Laugh it off.
yeah. Just like, I deal with this all the time. So
I have like foul ball fantasy. Whenever I'm at a game, I'm like picking a kid. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking make this
Rip
kid's
it.
world. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to him. No, I'm gonna give it
gotta
to
give
him.
a
I'm gonna be
viral
that
bad
guy. Which I did do one time at a New York Islanders hockey game. I caught the shirt. They fired the shirt, and I caught it. Oh. And I'm a Bruins guy, so I just gave it to a kid, and I felt like a real hero.
$1,000,000.
Yeah, I want to catch a foul ball just so I can give it to a kid and go viral.
You saw that lady
Yeah.
who went viral for the exact opposite.
Yeah.
One of yours.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's funny? My wife was showing me that exact clip. The lady spazzed as a guy. Now, I didn't really see the struggle. Did he like snatch it from her, or he just caught it?
I
And
think
she was
he
being a
didn't
sore loser.
I think it like landed in like it just hit the ground. He rushed over while everybody was trying to get it, grabbed it first, and then ran.
snagged
back.
it.
Yeah, I don't think he took it out of anybody's hand.
She was like, I think maybe touching it, but it wasn't her row. It was in his row, but right in front of her. And she's, a woman, so she sucks at everything. And she was like reaching down. So I think her finger must have been touching it or whatever.
Okay.
But he got the ball.
Yeah.
It's
he
like
got it.
one of
That's
those
fair.
things. Yeah, he had the ball, and then he gave it to his kid. It was his birthday, and then she came over. But I feel bad for the guy because I don't know if you watched the video. Like the woman comes up yelling, and he goes. Like literally, it's like it's egregious, but and people are like, "This guy's a pussy, fuck this guy." But he's also literally hugging his son from behind. It's his birthday. He just like feels like a hero, and this woman must have been like screeching and put her hands on him too. So you have those moments where you're like, "Go,
yeah, what the fuck is going on? Yeah.
And people are like, "You're such a pussy," the way you reacted. But you're like, "Well, that was like." Guttural. I could beat the fuck out of this woman. I'm not like a cunt.
Yeah, he's not
It just
a pussy.
frightened me.
He's also, he's an old man too. There's a chance he's dealt with that for decades. And it just he thought he was at like a game with his son. All of a sudden, a lady's like, "What are you doing?" He was like, "Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I thought you were at home. I thought you were back at the house. What are you doing?"
Then people are calling him a pussy too because he gave the ball up. But you're also, I also get that of like, what am I gonna do? Just fist fight this woman? Like, fucking take your ball, you douche. And then the guy got one of the players.
No, if he gave it away, it would have been even worse. They gave him. Yeah, the players gave him a
I
bunch of
think
stuff.
the team gave him a bunch of shit too.
Yeah.
Like, they came
So
over,
nice.
like,
The team rallied around. He's like, "Dude, I'm sorry to deal with that bitch. here's a bunch of swag from the team."
Well, then people were booing her, and so the whole section was booing, and she started yelling at that. It was like a wrestling match. She was like fucking, I don't know, Randy Savage or something. I haven't watched wrestling in a while.
Yeah, that sucks. That lady's definitely. She has to go back to her job now, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, you're the like asshole of the week. You're the giant fucking asshole of the week."
And I don't know if she's been doxxed yet. Do we know that?
I don't know for sure, but there's rumors that she's lost her job since then.
No.
Yeah, I saw it online, but I don't know how true that is. It was just on Twitter.
Damn, she shouldn't have lost her job for that though. That's kind
I
of
don't
crazy.
think so. But they did dox her. I found her first and last name in a comment section.
I thought you were saying you found her first, like you were the first one.
I didn't
I got
uncover
her.
it.
Yeah, you never know. That's like I'm like bugged out about that. You can just be going about a normal thing and just like your life's ruined over just one spaz.
I know. You can't even yell the N-word at the subway anymore, you know? You never know what surveillance is going to nab you.
And my wife brought the old lady video to me, and then I was like, she was like, "This lady's such a bitch." Then I saw a video of an old white guy and a, let's say, middle-aged black guy snap. They both went for it, to be fair.
Yeah.
And it was a contest, and the black guy emerged victorious.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, he's a piece of shit. And I was like, I don't know. It's the flip side. It's like the guy wrestled it from the lady. He's a hero.
Yeah.
But then the black guy, it was like an old man. So do you give it up? Or do you just be, black as hell and be like, not my problem?
I do think it's like
I'd have hit it with the not my problem.
it's a known thing though. You give the ball to a child. I feel like as an adult, it just
I
feels.
would say the elderly is like, you deserve this. I don't have to give this to you. He like power snatched it.
What if there's no kid in like a 6-seat radius? Like you're here, no one there, no one there, no one there, no kid, just all adults.
Give it to the hottest lady. Hottest lady gets the ball. I
Put
would
it
say.
between her tits.
It's hottest lady at that point.
All right.
I mean, yeah. I'm
Throw it
not.
back. Put it back in play.
Especially if it's like not your team's ball, like you just, I don't need this shit. Who started that in Chicago? I think Chicago does
Chicago,
it.
yeah, that's big. And then other cities try to do it, and you're like, but that's not even our thing.
Yeah,
Just
that's
let me keep the
Chicago's.
ball.
Yeah. I would keep it for sure. But then you probably get home and it's like, how long would you look at that ball in terms of like, oh, you gave it away? Would you really have sentimental value? Or would you just sit at home like, oh, it's a fucking ball?
It's kind of fun, I guess. I mean, I have a major league. I got to watch the Toronto Blue Jays batting practice on the field one time, and they gave me a ball, and I have it, and I'm like, oh, that ball. You get to tell people
a nice
that
memory.
ball is a real ball, whatever. Yeah. And my uncle. I was at a game with him years ago. Sean Green, I think he played with the Blue Jays at the time. It was like a rain delay game, so it was down to like a very small amount of people. And he caught the last out and like threw it like directly to my uncle, and that was the coolest.
That's nice.
The closest I've come to a thing. But I have no idea what that ball. I actually told the story to my uncle, and he's like, "I don't remember that at all." And I was like, "He threw it to you," and he's like, "Really?" So I guess that's the answer.
Yeah, it's in his basement somewhere.
Yeah, no memory whatsoever of a professional baseball player tossing a ball. And then did you see the tennis one with the hat? That was like a big one the week before.
No.
Oh, that one was crazy. That guy did get doxxed. I think he was European. Did you see that one? Boy, tennis is really at a low point in the United States, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, it was right after a match. The guy like took off his sweaty hat and handed it to a kid, and this guy nabbed. I think he signed it, handed it to the kid. The guy nabs it and quickly puts it in his wife's purse. Ooh. And it went viral. And the kid was like, "What the
didn't
fuck?"
he like steal it though? He didn't like take it, or he didn't. Oh no, he took it. He snatched it.
He
from
literally
the kid.
like snatched it. I don't know if the kid got his hands on it, but the player was
clearly
clearly handing it to him. And I think he was like a CEO or some crazy shit. It was a big thing.
Oh, I think I heard of this.
And then there was like an apology that I think might have been fake because there was like a statement being like finders keeper, or you snooze, you lose or something. But I think that was fake.
Didn't he say? No, I think I remember the statement now. It was like he was like, "This is how you become a winner. You take things like you're not
maybe that was
afraid
it.
to take things from people."
It was something like that. But I was like, this has to be not real.
There's no way the company took that position.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a company.
Like,
it might have been that guy just being like, "This is how I got what I got."
True.
Not worried about what the little man thinks of me.
Sean looks like he has something for the folks at home.
It's hard to sift through this People magazine article, but they keep saying he's a CEO. He runs like a concrete company in Poland, so
that's
he's
fair.
not like a big.
This is a fat Italian guy.
Yeah.
He's a Polish. He's a
Polish guy.
Polish
yeah.
concrete guy.
Bring
Yes.
back Polish jokes.
Yeah,
Those
true.
kind of faded, didn't they?
Polish jokes, yeah, they fell out of favor. Nobody fires them up.
Yeah, that's weird.
They were big when I was little. They were huge.
That was the only thing.
The Polish family, they got locked inside of their car.
What happened? How'd they get locked in there?
They're just too dumb. They didn't realize they could just open the lock.
I was like the one. Why did the Polish guy get fired from the M&M's factory? He kept throwing away all the W's. That was a big joke when I was a kid. Because then they kind of became blonde jokes. Blonde and Polish were interchangeable.
Yeah.
But I don't know what are the origins of Polish people being dumb?
I think they were fucking dumb. I think every ethnic group came here, and the Irish were like, they were like lazy, subhuman. Italians were, just annoying, and then Polish people came here, and everyone's like, these guys are dumb as fuck.
But could the origins be like the dumb people stayed behind when the Nazis were coming? Is that like? Could that be the origin?
They were probably valiant. They were the heroes.
This is
they're all dumb, and the dumb ones got killed by the Nazis, and the other dumb ones came here.
Right. But this is, by the way, this is not my theory. I'm just wondering if that's how it originated.
That's true.
I'm not like those fucking idiots didn't get out of the way of the Nazis.
Yeah, I don't have any position on it at all. I actually heard Polish people have not the biggest, but the fattest dicks out of all the whites.
Is that right?
Yeah, I swear to God. That's the word of the curb, that the Polacks have fat dongs. So I always throw that in there as well.
Fat is funny because it makes it seem like they could lose it if they worked. Like thick feels like natural, but fat is like I gotta change my diet and thin out my dick a little.
Yeah, they have obese dongs.
Wow, no kidding.
Yeah, what was I remember looking into the exact term Polak, and I if I'm not mistaken, it actually applied to like Hungarians. I think they actually, I forget. There was some weird thing where
I always thought it was a slur for them.
Yeah, it is. It's a slur. But it kind of, I think it originated with like Hungarians. When anyone from Eastern Europe came here, everyone lumped them together as Polacks, basically.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was a slur. I've been using that left and right.
It's not a slur. If a Polish guy gets offended, he's a Polak. So it's saying you're kind of boneheaded. But yeah, Eastern Europeans are kind of a subject of fascination for me. So I don't know anything about any of those countries.
Right.
This Google AI overview is blaming Archie Bunker for the anti-Polish sentiment. They said he had a Polish son-in-law in All in the Family, and he would constantly make fun of him.
Oh, meathead.
Yeah. So they said that sort of started it, along with like xenophobia and stuff, according to Google.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I know they have big fat heads. I've heard that too. Square, big, fat, square.
Fat heads, fat dicks, and dummies.
Are the fat heads from drinking? I know the dicks aren't.
I don't know. You know what? I was at a bar with my wife. We're in Chicago this weekend, and we're at a hotel bar just hanging out. And there were two guys. Their wives had giant fake tits, and the guys had big fat heads. And I was kind of like, damn, it's kind of alpha. It was a giant fat head. They're just like arms around their fake titted wives, and I was like, these guys are onto something.
They're swinging.
I got to pee next to one of the guys, and I was just kind of. I didn't like look at his dick, but I was kind of admiring him. Like, damn, I wish I was with you guys. Man. I'm with my fucking wife, their natural tits, and you guys have giant fake titted wives. Like, dude, nipples flying out of the shirt.
No kidding.
They just sat there in like pink polos with huge heads, and just menacing me from across the bar.
Sounds wonderful.
It was awesome.
I grew up in Massachusetts. There was no Polish people, I feel like. Maybe there was one Wozniak in my school. I forget her name. But it was all Irish, Italian, English.
Yeah, that's
what
what
like 3 black people.
Yeah, we had 0 black people. Well, yeah, 0, a couple Mexican guys. But we had pretty much just Irish, Italian, and then some Polish.
I didn't start differentiating white people until I started comedy. And then y'all kind of made it clear that y'all are different. But I thought, like, I didn't know Jews weren't white people for the longest time.
They are. Don't let them lie to you.
That's what I think. I think
they're fucking white.
I think
Get
if
the fuck out of here.
if you can hide it a little bit, then you're not,
I similarly discovered Jewish people late in life as well.
Yeah.
I went to Catholic school for 12 years, so I, for real, didn't know any Jewish people.
Yeah, we had very few. This is how few Jews we had. I was in Great Neck, Long Island, where there's a lot of, I always confuse Orthodox and what's the other one? Hasidic. Yeah.
Dang.
And I think these were Hasidic with the thing, and my family member. I don't want to out specifically in case she gets done, but a family member was like, I thought they couldn't be out like during the day. I swear to God. And we were like in our 20s. I was like, during the day? What are they, fucking vampires? During the day. I was like, no, they go out during the day. They got jobs and everything. It's
so you can't see their horns.
I was kind of like blown away. I was like, what? But maybe she thought use electricity on Saturday.
That is the thing. My one of my friends lived next door to some of those guys. They weren't the curly guy. I get them confused too. I think they're Orthodox. So they would have him, a Gentile, come to their house and like flick the lights for him.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Yeah.
Do they pay you for those services?
What do you think, Nate? Nate, you sent me up there.
Yeah,
I think it was just a general goodwill. I think the day before 9/11, they were like, yo, by the way, just be careful.
Don't go to work.
Jews are having a tough time right now, by the way.
They are.
Yeah.
I personally like them. But a lot of people are fucking. I do. I was raised in a very pro-Jew house. My dad, he would always be like, "I love Jewish people."
I love Jewish people too.
Yeah, he loved it. But it was funny because he'd be like, "Dude, I love the Jews. I just love how they operate with their money." And I'd be like, "All right." I was a little kid being like, "Cool." He would tell us he was like he would say he's an Irish Jew.
No kidding. Yeah, they never came. Isn't that Scottish? Folks, Scottish people are known for being very frugal. Is the joke? Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
But yeah, my dad would for real like use he would like admire the things people hate about them. He's like, I love the way they act with their money. He's like, more people got to do it. I'm like, nice, Dad.
Not trying to bite your dad, but that is my favorite thing about Jewish people. People knock them for that, but I think it's cool as hell to be like, these are my bros. I'm gonna look out for my bros.
Yep. Well, yeah, they're very. When you really look into the religion, it gets a little spooky. It really does. Like if you read about it, it's like I love the squad, but like you read about what they're up to, and you're kind of like.
But isn't that if you look into any religion, like
not really, dude? Looking at Christianity. Imagine if Christianity was like,
who's getting fed to tigers or lions? That's Christians.
That was the fucking Romans, dude.
Yeah, and they were feeding Christians to.
Yeah, they're feeding everybody.
Oh, okay.
Romans are feeding everybody.
It's not a special thing that happened where like Catholics was getting fed to lions. Am I remembering?
They did. Not Catholics, but Christians.
Okay.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks.
Man,
You have to sound like Shane too.
Football is back. I can't.
You have to sound like him.
Legally,
Legally, you have to sound like him.
Football is back, baby. What an absolute crazy weekend of football. Week 1 was quarterbacks throwing touchdowns, running backs running, linemen pushing each other. That one wide receiver who did that one thing, that was insane, man. I'm so pumped. Sorry, dude. I know you're not really a football guy.
You talking about that one wide receiver who did that thing in the one game?
Oh, wait. So you're about that football action?
Yeah, I cooked up like 20 different lineups this weekend on Prize Picks. It was simple, quick, and fun.
Oh, so you about that real money. Feels good to be right. Football action.
That little sentence doesn't make sense. But it felt so good, man. More on rushing yards, less on kicker field goals, more on touchdowns, less on pass attempts. Shane, I did it all.
Wow.
Yeah, man. And this weekend, Travis Kelce is at max discount, too.
Travis Kelce?
Yeah, he just needs 1 yard for you to win on Prize Picks this Sunday.
Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce.
Prize Picks.
It's good to be right.
Download the app today and use code DRENCH to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code DRENCHED to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Now, who do you think the funniest group is? Because Jews got to be up there.
Yeah, they're up there.
I mean, it's between Jews and black people, I feel like. Don't you think?
Yeah, you mean
Pound for pound through like in the last 100 years or so.
I'd say yeah, and then third, I'm giving it to the Italians.
What?
Italians make me laugh.
What? No, black people love Italians. You can't. Black people love Italian. Honestly, black people want to be Italian. Then
I don't want to be Italian.
Yes, you do. Black people want to be
Italians
Italians.
want to be black people.
Every time I see a black dude eating spaghetti on Instagram, they all think they're Al Capone. If you give a black dude spaghetti,
Well, very similar. I mean, you have big dicks, funny, kind of loud, and very stylish. Clothing's a big deal.
Yeah, that's
It's
kind
true.
of why I don't know. I've always liked
it's true.
Italians.
My wife does it. She'll like talk about Italians like they're cool, and I'm like, they're not fucking cool.
They're fucking
get over this.
the coolest.
This
they're
is
the
a
coolest
bug.
whites.
This is a bug in your programming.
They're definitely the coolest whites.
Well, it depends on if we're talking about like stand-up comedy funny or just hanging out funny. Like Italians accidentally
very
are
funny.
fucking.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
What, hey, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Look at you, and then look at me. That's funny. And similarly with black people, like, it's just a funny way of talking, a funnier vernacular than certainly. But
And
if you do
Jews have, like,
stand-up,
the-
Irish really making a great push. As a Boston guy, I feel like I have
Yeah.
to.
I would say Ireland is the land of the poets for sure.
Yeah, y'all. I like y'all a lot too, but just Italians are more. They're like a good Marvel movie. They're dumb funny.
They are dumb funny.
Yeah, Italians are good, but black people might be number one. I mean, if you think for pound.
I'll take
you're
that.
you're just hanging out with a black guy. He's gonna be funnier than most of the white guys. In the
Yeah.
room.
I feel like, you know what it is though, but then it's like, yeah, for sure, 100%. But then it's like, I feel like a lot of black dudes get all the juice, because there's a lot of black dudes that were just kind of just like boring kind of. And I always feel bad. You can be a boring white guy, you're totally fine, but being like a boring black guy sucks.
Yeah. No, yeah, I know a few that you're like, wow, really skipped a generation. Well, I always tell this story. I was on the subway one time and there was two guys yelling across, like one was at the other stop. So it was like 50 feet away and they were just having a conversation. And this guy, he said the N-word, but I'll clean it up. But he's like, yo, that motherfucker's so sweaty. He looked like he put a water balloon in a headlock. And I was like, that's like poetry. That's like, I'm like, did he just make that up? Crazy. A water balloon in a headlock? I was like, that's like better than anything I've heard in 3 years.
The funniest thing I've ever heard was a long, long time ago. I was in Philly just, doing stand-up in the early days. And I used to do a lot of black rooms. And this one guy, there was a Muslim dude in the crowd. And he was just like, yo, how many turtles do you have to sell to get your red beard, man? At what point did they upgrade? And it was just like, I was like, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. He's like, after you sell your 100th turtle, you get to dye your beard red. It's like, why do Muslims dye their beard red, by the way? Henna? Like tats?
Like fake dye.
Oh,
that
I
doesn't
thought
last
some of them
long.
just had red beards, like pirates.
It's like dye. It's like party dye.
I honestly have no idea.
No, I don't know. I'm finding out I'm not very cultured here. I didn't know the Polish thing, the fat dick Polish stuff.
I swear
the
to
red
God.
beard.
I've heard it. I don't know where I heard that from.
The
I heard
Polish
it,
have
I've
fat
read it.
dicks.
I've read a book where they talked about a Polish guy who would call his dick the Polish hog.
But
then-
did he write the book?
It was a
No,
kid's
the guy who
book.
wrote it was not Polish. He was
You said
not.
it's a kid's book.
Yeah. Daddy, why is your Polish friend's dick so fat?
Dyeing the beard red with henna is a sunnah practice, so it's a Muslim thing.
But what the? Why?
It's just something about Muhammad.
Oh, it's like the blood of your enemies or something.
Could be. I don't know.
Blood of the infidel.
I'm getting nervous now.
Yeah, Muhammad apparently encouraged his.
That's kind of cool, though. I can get behind that. Well, you're talking about Muhammad was a fierce warrior. I was paying respects.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. What else is going on?
Oh boy.
Nah, Muslims they're cool. They're chilling, bro. They were at public enemy number one for like 10 years ago. Public enemy number one.
Certainly
Now-
24 years ago, almost to the day. Yeah. You.
That's quick math you did in your head. Actually, it's pretty good.
Yeah, coming up in the Big Annie.
True.
Where were you guys for 9/11?
Grade school.
Yeah.
I
Sixth
was
grade.
so happy. I was in.
Wow, you look.
No,
a
I was
lot
in high school. I was in high school.
older.
My bad.
Okay, I
I'm-
was like, oof.
Yeah, I was definitely in high school. My bad. I was like a junior. Yeah, I was like a sophomore.
You
in
like
high school.
hell.
Sophomore in high school. That's where I was.
Oh, okay.
And they like wheeled a TV into the class and like showed us the news, and I still it was completely lost on me.
Wow.
I was like, are we getting out early or not? And then we did, and I was like, nice.
9/11 didn't hit me for how fucked up it was until like this year. I watched that. Like for real, I watched that Osama bin Laden doc where the first
yeah, the
episode
Netflix thing.
breaks
Yeah,
down
yeah.
the and that was like it was the first time I really watched it as an adult, and I'm sitting there like, and I had lived in New York since then, so I'm sitting there like, oh, that was like for real. But when I was a kid, I was just like, oh yeah, shit.
Well, I guess it feels normal-ish like if you're young.
Yeah, it's
Well, how old are you? What?
I was in 6th grade, so I was probably like 12.
12, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I was talking about. I was definitely 15 or I was like 15 years old.
I was 19.
Oh, okay. So you
So I was at home. Like I had graduated high school. I was just doing stand up and nothing else. And my sister woke me up and said that somebody's shooting at the World Trade Center. Because I think it was like new.
yeah.
She didn't. Nobody knew. She was like, they're shooting at the World Trade Center. I was like, oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And I woke up and it was wild.
You saw the planes. Yeah, I don't know. I remember being for real. I'm ashamed to admit this, but I was just excited to get out of school.
No, I think that's fair. I think that's most people that were in school.
Yeah. Just sent us home, and I was like, sweet. My parents were like kind of freaking out, and I was like, whatever.
Maybe not the New Yorkers. They probably weren't.
Yeah, that must have been terrible. Yeah.
But,
It's funny because I was like pretty close. I was right in Philadelphia, so it was like not that far from it.
Right.
But it could have been. It was like might as well been on the other side of the country. I was just like, well, not my problem.
I was there in August. I have a photo of the World Trade Center from like August 2nd or something like that. I was like underneath it.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was
The
crazy.
wreckage you're saying?
No. Like a month before.
The old one.
Yeah. The Twin Towers. Like I was there like 6 weeks before that.
The new one's the biggest building in America.
Yeah. In the
Wonder
Western
Woman.
Hemisphere. I live right across the street.
Do you really?
Yeah. It's right out my window.
It's awesome. Do you get
Just want people
charged
to know
up?
where I live.
get
After all
charged
that
up?
Muslim talk, I want to let people know my exact address.
I mean, I could be wrong. I was taking a wild guess. I don't know what. Can you look up the origins of the red dye? It's probably not that. But yeah, I don't know. I
love that. I was like, we're like, let's get off this Muslim stuff. Let's talk 9/11.
It says it's just a act of devotion,
Okay.
and for older men, it's a nice way to maintain groomed and presentable while embracing your age.
Oh, it's to hide the gray.
Yeah, I guess so.
So probably go bald, dye the beard
But some
gray.
people do black instead. It's
Yeah,
just
Some people do just jet black.
yeah.
That's pretty tight.
That's cool.
I guess.
my beard grows and dyed it jet black.
So it's just kind of like,
I think it's just like a swag thing.
yeah.
It feels like a way to just, look like you're not aging.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hearing. Yeah. That's
You're
smart.
like- Yeah, we got toupees for the religion.
Yeah, for Muhammad.
I've talked to a Muslim guy, an Uber driver, and I was asking him like, "What's the deal with like for real the multiple wives? Is it like it can't be as cool as everyone says?"
What's the deal with the multiple wives?
Dude,
Who are these wives?
How do they get along? I do a happy to chat in Uber, and most people will check it and be like, some people check it and they're like, "Fuck this guy, I'm not doing it," but a lot of them will check and be like, I now have to entertain this guy, and they'll just chat me up.
Oh, wow.
It's so fun.
I didn't know
like
you could do that.
Oh yeah, you can select preferences. You can select shut the fuck up basically.
But
Like,
they get
don't talk
pissed
to
when
me.
you select shut the fuck up.
That's
I
what I'm
feel like.
saying.
Maybe here. But in New York, I've never had a driver talk to me one time ever in New York City.
They can't
once.
probably. They probably can't.
What do you mean?
Did you ever see their
Oh, like
phones?
speak
They have
English, you
fucking
mean?
like Space Invaders
Right.
shit on their phone. You can't even see. I see the letters. I'm like, I don't even know what that is.
I was thinking like unable, like not allowed to. You realize that you're saying they can't speak the language.
I don't know. I could be wrong. I feel like it's much more business in New York. Getting the Uber, it's because they have like half taxi hybrid stuff.
Right. Yeah. But that's what I hate about the middle of the country is like you go to Omaha and you get picked up and they're like, well, so what brings you here? And you're like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
No, I love that. I love because I'll start asking them. I've had some fantastic conversations in Ubers. Because you got like a 20-minute ride, and I'll just start chatting them up. It's kind of fun.
I've had some
A lot of
decent,
divorced
I guess.
guys. A lot of divorced guys. I've had a lot of tales of like love lost and. how they're
That's
bouncing
definitely
back.
the job you do as soon as everything falls apart. You have your other job,
Yeah.
and you're like, I gotta do something else with my time. Gotta get an apartment.
Have
Find-
you been
find a
recognized
girlfriend.
in a lift? Have you been recognized in a lift?
I don't know. Maybe once, but no. I've like beat around that bush here and there, and then I've had people talk to me about Shane and lifts, and they'll be like, "Dude, this guy Shane Gillis is so funny." And I'm
Oh,
like,
that's great.
I'm like, yeah, he's good. He's great. He's awesome. I should start trashing him. Like, I've heard he's a fucking giant asshole.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit, that guy. No kidding. They'd probably kick you out though, like Big Lebowski. Get the fuck out of my car! You don't say shit about him.
He'll definitely get 1 star.
It's happened to me a lot. I've been in gyms and like this one guy, I swear to God, because at first I was like almost like, does this guy know of the podcast? And I don't think he did at all, but I was in a gym on the road. It was like getting a guest pass. The one guy he was like leaning into fall fashion. And the other guy at the gym was like, Shane would think you're gay. And I was just like, whoa, his net has traveled into like Lifetime Fitness.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
I had a funny one of those ones where a dude couldn't remember his name. He was just stopped me on the street and was like, it was when I was trying to move down here. Some dude was trying to like talk to me about his comedy or whatever. He didn't know I was a comic. He just started talking to me drunk. And I just asked him like who his favorite comic was, just trying to small talk him. I was just smoking a J, trying to kill time. And then he goes, this guy, he goes on Rogan. He talks about politics. So I was like, all right, that's not Shane. So I go like Tim Dillon, and he goes, he's like a handsome Tim Dillon. And I don't know why that shit just was so fucking funny to be referred to as a handsome Tim Dillon.
It's funny because Tim is a very handsome guy.
Yeah.
He's just, obese. If you see young Tim Dillon, he's very handsome. Big ears, blue eyes. He's a very attractive man.
He is an attractive male.
I blew him.
Yeah, no, it is fun. Getting in the Uber, I will say getting guys from Pakistan in an Uber, the one I get them fired up on, I go, what do you think about American women? And they go off. It's the best. It's so funny. They're no good. And also, no one believed me. The divorce rate in Pakistan, he was like, what is the divorce rate in Pakistan? I was like, I don't know. What do you guys got, like 10%? He was like, 1%.
Wow.
And nobody believes me. They look it up. It's literally 1%, the divorce rate in Pakistan.
Is it a sin? What's the...
Yeah, I think it's like completely frowned upon.
How often do wives die in Pakistan?
Now you're onto something.
I think I got
90% of wives die before the age of 40 in Pakistan.
No, but yeah. Or maybe in Pakistan, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's like you can get you can use bouncer rules.
Yeah.
You kind of fold their hands across their chest, move them out of the room.
put them in timeout.
But also, when I was asking the guy about multiple wives, he was like, it's not like everyone says, yeah, you can totally get another wife, but you need to be able to prove that you have the resources to care for them.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And you gotta it's a whole thing. You gotta put them together, make sure they get along. But he's like, yeah, you're totally within your right.
And you could just hang out in the house with both of them? It's not like separate homes?
I think it's separate homes. I think you need to be able to have, I could be wrong, but the way he described it is you got to be able to fully support another. But I feel like in Pakistan, I don't know. I think you'd be able to just kind of put them in apartment A, apartment B, maybe.
All right. I'm just thinking out loud over here.
No, it was kind of, he's like, it's not as cool as everyone says, which I'm like, I agree. I'm like, I've talked to people about the multiple wife thing. I think it is not as cool as people say.
One wife, couple girlfriends.
Dude, my
go.
youngest daughter's really wants me to get a girlfriend. She keeps saying, she's like, Dad, you have a girlfriend? I'm like, no, I'm married. She's like, Dad, you need a girlfriend. I'm like, all right.
That's a good kid.
Tell your mom that.
It's like, I thought you'd be furious if I had a girlfriend. It's the only reason I don't have a girlfriend.
You brought it up to your wife?
Yeah, I tell her all the time. I'm like, Chloe wants me to get a girlfriend. I don't know. I feel like if she got older, she would take. I'd be like, dude, you said when you were 3.
Got to get it in right. This
Yeah,
supposed to be a
you know what weirds me out? The hall pass talk among couples. We're like, who would your hall pass be? It's like, don't talk about that.
Yeah, we never had that conversation, but...
It's a totally fruitless conversation.
Right.
Because you already know it's just be like, I don't know. I think it's fucking lame. I don't like it.
I don't like it because I know you're not saying the real thought. Like if I asked her, she would say somebody that would be unattainable, but her real hall pass she'd want to say is just like a guy she worked with. You know?
Right, yeah.
You know,
This Gardini, just like,
just like one of your close friends.
Yeah, the guy she's always thinking about. You mean?
Well, that's what I think. I think everyone secretly wants to fuck their spouse's friends.
Really?
Don't you think? Or siblings.
I can see where you're coming from, but I don't.
It feels extra, it's extra forbidden,
Yeah, true.
Like if I could have sex with any woman, it wouldn't be Anne Hathaway. It would be, my wife's
friends.
Aunt, we'll say, just to throw everyone off the scent. But yeah, one of her buddies. You know, her childhood friend, something.
I'm trying to run through the list in my head.
I don't know. I think it might just be like the first person I see outside.
Right.
Should be our neighbor across the hall.
Well, I think that's the case. I think most guys cheat with like a less attractive woman.
I've
Isn't
heard that.
something.
I've heard that, yeah. I wonder if that's true. Well,
I think you want to feel guilt-free.
yeah.
So that way, if you get caught, you can be like, she's a fucking pig.
nothing,
baby."
she's nothing compared to
Yeah,
you.
she's gross. She's
Yeah.
ugly.
Or she can be super high and be like, what am I supposed to do? Say no to that? She's way better than you.
Yeah, that's a
It
good
was just
point.
one time.
I always thought it was just younger. It's like you have sex with a younger lady.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Kind of like I think there's always at a pizza shop. I think every like female cashier is in the hot seat in terms of like the 50-year-old Italian guy.
Yeah.
I've heard of that happening a lot.
It's big in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Every high school girl gets lightly molested by their pizza shop manager boss.
Really?
Dude, even Burger King, like a Burger King, there's like, it's all like high school kids, a lot of girls working there. If every Burger King, there's like a 40-year-old manager who's like, chances are he's being, an ephebophile, let's say.
Right.
He's I've heard tales like that.
I used to work with this. I try to be vague. I used to work with this guy. He was like smashing she was like 18.
like 18 or
No, she was 18 or 19.
She was similar to 18.
I think she was 18. I got it. She was 18 or 19. That's how I remember it. I think I was like 16 then, so I think I would have still known if it was real fucked up. But anyway, I just remember
Not back then, you wouldn't. Not
that's what I'm trying to remember. That's why I'm saying, like, I'm trying to run it in my head, like, what?
Whatever.
Like,
Anyway.
Yeah. I think 18 though. I really do. Because I know she was like a senior in high school and shit. But anyway,
You're sweating.
it wasn't me. I don't give a fuck. But the guy, I remember he was just always like taking her into just when we would clean up the store, he'd take her into the fit room. They'd fuck. I was like the only one who knew, and her boyfriend would just pick her up afterwards, and I'd see it. I didn't know him. Like, we didn't go to school together or anything. It's just and the one time I just saw her walk out and kiss him on the lips, like as soon as they got, and I just was like, oh my God.
It's nice you gave him a nice greeting though.
She snowballed, She snowballed.
Yeah. Bring your chick home. She's got fresh load from her Burger King manager. I'm into it. I've been around a long time. It's kind of fun.
It's tough being a high school aged male. Yeah, because it's tough. You never know.
Yeah, I got dominated like that. I heard a chick I used to date, she used to get picked up by some old guy. Just one of her friends told me, yeah, some dude, he was like 25. She was like 16. Just used to pick her up from her Wendy's job.
We used to go to when I was growing up in high school, we would go to this place called Painter's Crossing, and it was just like a shopping center with like an AMC, a movie place. And it's just like, random other bullshit restaurants, like a Friendly's. And we would see those like cool Honda Civics with spoilers pull up, and they were like sharks. They were just 25-year-old dudes who just come prey on your like cool high school girlfriends. You'd be like, come on, let's get out of here. And you just hear like, meh. Like, no, they're here. And they would just circle the park and stand outside their cars, and you'd have to like get your girlfriend out of there because she would get molested by an older man.
Yeah, I remember my girlfriend was a year younger than me, and then I didn't go to college. And then she graduated, went to college, and we broke up. I like initiated the breakup because I was like, "You want to break up, right?
Yeah.
Like clearly this isn't gonna be great." And I started doing comedy, so I was like hanging out with like 50-year-old men immediately, and then I'd be like, "Come on, I'm doing comedy." It would just be a bunch of middle-aged guys and like me. She's like, "This is awful," and then I'd go visit her at college, and it's just the hottest football play guy, and I was like, "You want to break up?" She's like, "You do." She was too nice to do it.
Yeah, and I feel like I could be wrong about this, but I feel like in that situation, a girl will just be like, I like the comfort of having a boyfriend, that I'm going to get here and slowly leave
They'll
him.
definitely cheat a little too, I think.
Yeah, I would
think
imagine.
so.
Yeah.
I did the right thing in high school. I broke up. I was dating someone. I was just like, we can't when I go to high school, and I felt bad, or when I go to college. She was
Yeah.
pissed. Yeah, she was in 8th grade. She had an 8th grade volleyball championship. But you can't. That destroys high school romances. I had a guy like sit me down a long time ago and be like, "Bro, like trying to talk me out of my high school sweetheart." He's like, "You guys are gonna last." And I was like, "Fuck, dude, why are you doing this to me?" He was like, "Just move on."
Wow.
It's kind of rough. But I mean, yeah, he was wise. I should have. He's like, "This will never last." I was like, "All right, well, thanks, man."
I only broke up with one woman my whole life, and she accused me of cheating. It was kind of hot. She was like, "You cheating on me." She was Italian. She was like, "You're cheating on me. I know it. You piece of shit." I was like, "I'm not. I wish I was."
Yeah, I'm like,
I was like, "I just don't care for you."
yeah, I would say breaking up. I still think breaking up with is infinitely harder than getting broken up with.
Yeah, no, I remember
much-
having like a panic attack. It was horrible.
Oh, it's horrible. It's like literally the most lethal or like brutal conversation you can have to be like, "Hey, I don't want to see you ever again." It's essentially what you're saying. Or like I'm open to it, but I just want to maybe we could be like more like strangers to each other.
Yeah, no, it was rough. I had a thing that was funny. I was dating this woman, and I just didn't like. I only dated her because I was single for like 7 years, and I thought people were gonna think I was gay. I was like, I gotta get a girlfriend so people don't just think I'm gay. And so I knew her from work, so I started dating her, but I never liked her. I wasn't into her. It was just whatever. She
was like a
nice.
beard,
It was
basically.
fine. Yeah, exactly. So we were dating, and then it was like I wanted to break up with her, but I didn't. And then Christmas was like coming upon us, and I was like, shit, I got to get her a fucking gift because I just put off breaking up with her. And literally, I was driving to meet up with her like on December 23rd. It was like Christmas Eve. And I was like, oh, dude, I remember we were at this store one time, and she said she liked this picture of Audrey Hepburn. I'm like, I'll stop and pick that up. And so I just grabbed it on the way there, handed it to her like Merry Christmas, and she opened it and just started bawling. She's like, nobody's ever loved me this much. You remembered? And I was like, fuck.
Oh, you're right. You had to
Because
break
I like
up.
wanted to break up with her, and then I just bought like some random shit. I'm like, I kind of remember she bought that, and she had dated like bad boys or whatever before. I was like the nice guy. And so I just nailed the gift, and I was like, I just fucking. She was like literally crying, like, no one's ever loved me like this in my life. And I was like, oh, God damn it. But then, right after Christmas, my grandfather died, and then she didn't come to the funeral, and I used that as an excuse. And she's like, I didn't even know you wanted me there. You didn't even tell me where it was. And I was like, well, you should have looked it up, you piece of shit. You fucking careless bitch. So I was like, that was my out. But I remember being horrified, like truly like shaking.
Yeah,
trying
you
to
think
break up
about
with
it
her.
for like 3 months. By the time you're getting broken up with, the person's probably thought about it for anywhere from 6 months.
Yeah. And now she's married and I'm married.
That's
so,
good.
Yeah, it worked out. the best.
My dad in jest when I was in grade school told me to always break up with a girl before Christmas so I didn't have to buy her anything. And I like actually did that one time, like right before Christmas. And it was horrible.
For real, the meanest thing you
I
can
know.
do. to somebody.
I was just like, I was like in seventh, and you're like, we're dating, but you don't ever even see the person. You just like hold hands in recess for like
Right.
3 days.
Yeah, it's like, I meant October, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, I felt bad about that. It was funny having like a girlfriend in like 7th grade, and they'd be like, we're dating, and you just see them at recess, and then you break up 2 days later.
Yeah, I
Some
had
of my
that in
girlfriends
5th grade. Jen McCarthy. Not to be confused with Jenny McCarthy, the anti-vax hot lady. But yeah, and she was dating 2 guys. She was dating Matt, Will, and me. And because you didn't hook up, but we were in 5th grade, we didn't even kiss.
Yeah.
So she's like, "These are my 2 boyfriends." And then the 3 of us would like hang out and be like, "All right, yeah." It was pretty cool. And then you just broke up because like summer happened and you didn't have any way of seeing her.
Yeah, no,
You're like, all right. That was that.
Did she
Yeah.
break up with both of you?
I don't even remember. I think she was more into him because he was more of a fatherless man. So I think he was probably fingering her, and I was like, we're both like it felt like they definitely had
We're doing stuff.
Yeah. I was just like, oh,
Yeah. I remember being in grade school. I think I might have been in 6th grade and in 8th. I was just like sitting, like on a maybe gymnasium floor at like an assembly. and an 8th grade girl laid her boob on my hand.
Whoa.
And I just sat
You
there.
said 8th grade?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. It was awesome. And I just remember just my hand just feeling the pressure of her boob for an entire assembly. Then she got up and I was so confused because I was like, is that my fucking girlfriend now?
Is that a base? I don't even know.
It was
hand.
over the shirt, second base, technically.
Wow.
But it was back of my hand, so
Still something.
it was definitely something. Yeah, it was so much so that I was like, can you just touch ladies' boobs? Is that like a thing? We had tables in my grade school, and I would slowly elbow over and like hit the lady's boob next to me, and they'd be like, get off me. And I'm like, I don't know. There's one lady laid on my arm. I thought it was like, I don't know. I thought you might want to rest your tits on my elbow.
I wish I could redo life, Don't we all?
Yeah.
I feel like I could really do, but not that I would be like a crazy pussy crushing man. For sure. I'm still me, but I think if I had a little more confidence, I could have had more sex.
Yeah,
For sure.
Even in high school, I feel like I could have
yeah.
done all right for myself.
No, it happened. I was like, nothing really doing, and then little bit in late grade school, and then not sex. Obviously, that's weird. When people have sex when they're in 8th grade, I'm like,
Yeah.
it kind of freaks me out. But I remember I lost a bunch of weight my junior year, and I got like shredded out of nowhere. I kept getting grounded for drinking.
Yeah.
So I would just like act like I was in prison and just do like pull-ups in my base, and I got like actually shredded.
You're just reading spiritual books, doing push-ups.
Dyed my beard red. But yeah, no, I remember I just like hit this weird spurt of like I don't know. I just hit like I went on like a tear in high school. Then like the beginning of college, just monstrous dry spell for a while.
I was just thinking about a lady that I realized I could have fucked in high school because she just followed me like a couple weeks ago or like last week on Instagram, and I saw that and I thought of something she said to me that now I would have known it was like a green light. She was like, I wish I could mess with you, but I'm kind of friends with your girlfriend. And like her saying that out loud is really going like, I'll fuck you and I won't tell you.
You didn't realize this at the time?
No, I was like in 10th grade. I just didn't take it. I don't know. I didn't.
That's fair. 10th grade, I guess.
I might have been 10th, 11th. I think I tried to sell myself short. It was 11th.
I was
should've
always
known.
so afraid of being a bad guy. You feel like if you make a move, and she's like, "What the fuck, you piece of shit." That was like such a fear. But
I grew up listening to hip hop. I ain't give a fuck.
Yeah, I
about
listened to
that
much
shit.
rap. True. Yeah, if anything, it was.
It was like, nah. When I was young, like we didn't. It wasn't cool to kiss ladies.
That's crazy.
Dude, I feel like that. I remember being like somebody being like, "Oh, you kissed her?" Like because they suck dicks. I know that's dumb now.
oh, I see.
But
I
as
see.
a- as
I
a-
was
look
thinking
at
this
it-
is like the gayest thing I've ever heard. That's
It was
like
because they were
very
hoes.
homophobic. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
I always looked at it that was a chain of events. I still follow base procedure, by the way.
Yeah. Now you got
It's
it.
kiss, touch boobs, touch vagina, then have sex. I still hold it down that way.
The girl I lost my virginity to, we didn't kiss for 6 months. We were dating, and I remember I was having a conversation with one of my friends about it as an adult that happened. And she cheated on me. She's the one who was like getting picked up from Wendy's I was telling you about and shit like that. I also heard she got cheated on by like getting the train ran or all that
Jesus,
stuff. Or
man.
she cheated on me doing that shit. Yeah. But so we're talking about that. I talked about how they kissed her for 6 months. He was like, "You mean you dated a chick who was just letting you fuck her and not kiss her for 6 months, and you didn't realize she was a hoe? Like she's like, yeah, you're doing the right thing, not kissing me. It's kind of her energy. I don't know. I thought that's
it's like
hilarious.
Pretty Woman. She's Julia Roberts, the Pretty Woman. Yeah, she's not allowed to kiss.
It is funny. You guys were in like a serious relationship, though. You guys were like,
Yeah, she was the first person. I was like, I was on that. I love you. I was hanging out with her dad. It was all that stuff.
No, I
rap
was
really was bad for everyone's brain, man. Yeah. I like sold coke for a while because of rap. I was like, this is so cool. And then you get older, you're like, that's such a bad,
Yeah,
negative thing to do.
I could have ruined
Couldn't
my
have
life.
convinced me then. Back then, I was like, this is the coolest thing I can possibly do. It wasn't at all. This episode is brought to you by Armra Colostrum. Guys, I like to say we can joke about pretty much anything, but what happens when your health becomes the punchline? From seed oils to stress, toxins to pollutants, the modern world is screwing with our health at the cellular level. leading to exhaustion, brain fog, digestive issues, and more. Yeah, these things affect me horribly. I have diarrhea constantly, and my brain, I truly doesn't think, I don't think my brain works anymore at all. My brain frills, like, I'm always tired. But here's the thing. You don't have to settle for feeling like garbage 24/7. Armra colostrum is nature's original health hack, packed with over 400 bioactive nutrients that fortify gut integrity, strengthen immunity, revitalize hair growth, fuel stamina, elevate focus, and help you function like a human again. And honestly, I've eaten it before, and I like it.
Oh yeah.
I like the colostrum. It's the stuff in breast milk that precedes.
Oh, you gave me some of that. This
Yeah.
was great.
Yeah. It helps your butthole. So yeah, there you go. We've worked out a special offer for my audience. Receive 30% off your first subscription order. Go to armra.com/MSSP or enter MSSP to get 30% off your first subscription order. That's ARMRA.com/MSSP.
Selling coke's pretty cool. You get money, right?
You don't, honestly, I swear to God, dude, you don't make as much as you think.
Oh,
'Cause I
really?
sold weed for a while too. I made way more money selling weed. Coke is like, unless you're getting like big amounts of it, you don't make as much for in terms of like the risk of going to jail. If you just
Right.
get like a couple ounces of Coke and break them down into 20 bags, you make money off of it, but nowhere near getting like a couple pounds of weed, and you would not the jail like from like selling an 8-ball to a pound of weed is like completely.
Right.
The dudes I knew who sold crack, like they never seen.
I heard
like,
that's
they had
pretty profitable.
I never knew anybody who was top guy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Everybody I knew, they were like fine. They were just, like, but they lived together. Like it was like 3 brothers that I was hanging out with. One time they sent me to sell crack for them, and I, yeah. Wait, I don't think I told you.
Now
this
we're
story
off on a
before.
topic.
Which fast food chain were you operating?
wait. So their house was like right down the street from this park called, I think it was Barbie's Park. It was called. So I took the crack and I took their bike, and I saw you have to go up this bridge that's like up a hill and then down a hill. So I go up the hill, then I start going down the hill. The park's right at the end of the hill, and I realized as I'm going down the hill that the brakes on the bike don't work. So I'm going to sell crack, and then I can't stop the bike, and I spit out and fall.
Oh, you gotta animate this. This is like fucking the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life.
And then the car just stops, like slams on the brake. It's just 2 Puerto Rican dudes, and they just start pointing and laughing out of like a Civic. And then I go sell it for
You said
30.
you had a vial.
It wasn't. I don't remember being in a vial though. That's how I always see them on TV. But it was in like a little like same bag you put weed in.
Right.
And
Excuse me. Did you complete the mission?
yeah, I completed the mission. It was for $30, and then I went back, and I think I just told him like, yeah, I fell on the bike. You tell me the bike.
That is fucking hilarious.
You fucking dropped the crack mobile, dude.
You're like, here's the crack. Do you guys have any gauze?
I want to start a nonprofit that repairs young kids who sell cracks bicycles. Just make sure the brakes are good. 'Cause I didn't think about that. Yeah, there's probably a lot of like kind of janky bikes going around there.
I'm just mad no one told me.
Huh?
I was gonna say there's a good chance that it was somebody else's bike.
Oh, come on, Sean. Sean.
I don't want to be a jerk. I didn't want to be a jerk.
That's jacked up, man.
I'm sorry. I tried to
Trying
bite
to talk
my
about kids
tongue.
selling
and-
crack.
Yeah.
No,
sorry,
I know these
hate
guys.
interrupting.
Sean's probably right.
Ah, crap.
Sorry.
That's nice to know, though. If your bike gets stolen, it's like at least,
Yeah, absolutely.
someone's upperly mobile is trying to make the best of a bad
But
situation.
also, it's got fucked up brakes, so you're like, watch what happens.
Yeah, that's crazy. They didn't warn you the bike had no brakes. Did you have to like use your like sneakers to slow yourself down, or like?
I just remember falling. I don't remember exactly how, what I tried. I think I tried to like get off and hop and just.
Who bought the crack?
It was 2 people. It was like an older looking dude and a younger guy, but like I don't know them.
Father and son.
Nah.
About to go to the baseball game.
What's that? What are the two people in The Wire? Bugsy and he had his guy that died. I don't remember.
I forget.
Yeah, never mind. Bad riff.
Dang. So that was it. That was it for you. So
That was it. I saw weed
Funny
after
the
that.
bicycle was like, damn, I don't trust these bikes.
Like I'm not cut out for this.
I also was. I think I was always kind of phony tough. Like not like I would be around the dumb shit, but in my heart I was like, no. I used to like to fight a lot, and then I remember we were supposed to fight after school. This was like 9th or 10th grade, and one of my friends had a little 22 that he showed me.
Oh,
like,
Jesus!
And I just remember being like, this kind of stuff.
Peacemaker time.
Yeah. And then I kind of started. I changed who I was hanging with. I had like this one group I was with all the time, and then I kind of went to my friends that I was hanging with a lot more in middle school.
You found Lemaire.
I found a version of Lemaire. Yeah, different fat guy, a different funny fat guy.
Yeah, I was that's what coke was for me. It was the absolute. I was completely out of my. I was already out of my element with a lot of stuff, but coke was like, these are like bad guys, and I was like, and I never did it, by the way. Never even tried it.
Me either.
Never had any. I still to this day I detest when I hear people that do it. I go, why the fuck are you doing that? I hate it.
The snorting something just felt very off-putting to me. I didn't care for that. And then all my anxiety that I had growing up and still now is all like I associate with heart. Like I'm always afraid my heart's gonna stop. My heart's racing. So the idea of doing coke, I was like, my heart will explode. I'll die here.
Yeah, that was always. I did a very similar thing. I actually I had a couple of years where I couldn't exercise because I'm going to have a heart attack. I was like 26.
Well, it is an interesting thing. I tried to do a bit about this. It never worked. But I'm like, why? Exercise is good for your heart, but like having like stress is bad for your heart. But they both cause your heart to race.
Yeah.
So shouldn't like having a panic attack be? This is why the bit never worked, by the way. But like, shouldn't having a panic attack be good for you? Like stress is the worst thing for you, but what does stress do? It raises your heart rate. That's what exercise does. I know that there's probably a explanation. I'm not genuinely like asking, but.
I don't know. I mean, I
just
don't
thought
know.
I'd grind the podcast to a halt with this bit.
No, you got me thinking. I was like, why doesn't it work?
Like cocaine should be good for your heart.
Yeah.
It gives you the same thing as exercise. Like running a marathon's good for your health, so why isn't doing blow?
You know what? Well,
what's going on with the coke?
You know what? It's funny because I saw just like 2 weeks ago, I saw a clip of Andrew Huberman being like, you need to spike your cortisol early in the morning as possible. And it's like somehow good for you. So I like just chugged a ton of coffee early in the morning, and it was like, yeah, it was definitely not the move.
No,
I literally had a panic attack in my office. So I was like, this is not, I don't know what the fuck. But apparently, I guess there's got to be something different with like, you know what it probably is? Like your lungs getting kicked into the picture.
Right.
Versus just your nervous system fucking frying you while you sit in a chair.
Well, some of this Huberman, however you say his name, I enjoy the guy, but we were at the green room at Mothership, and there's all these grip strength reading thing. And someone's like, Huberman says like grip strength is the number one, teller of how long you're going to live.
Yeah.
Kurt Metzger's was like triple mine. I'm like, there's no way this fucking guy is living longer than me. He's like smoking a pack of cigarettes and a joint at the same time. I'm like, I feel like...
I don't know. There's a lot of stuff hitting the internet that like does freak me out. I've seen that one.
Yeah, that one I didn't like at all. My grip strength is terrible.
Yeah, mine was like, I didn't want to say.
Yeah, I didn't. I wasn't
gonna fucking
doxed.
Yeah,
I'm not
like
saying
12.
Mine is devastating.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard that too. Like if you can't hang from a bar for like 3 minutes, you're gonna die.
Well, the other guy, Peter Attia, he's the other guy. All these guys that are like age experts all are like 38 years old. I'm like, I want a 115-year-old guy telling me. But he said you should be able to carry your body weight for up to a minute. So like I weigh 180, like by your side with a kettlebell. So I weigh like 180 pounds. I'm bad at math. That's 90 pounds on each arm.
Yeah.
I should be able to walk for a minute.
Seems
but I can't even
intense,
like
man.
attempt it because I'm scared my arm will fucking rip off.
Or your knees, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that. There's a lot of stuff hitting the internet like that. I saw one where it was like, if you want to be able to walk up 10 flights of stairs when you're 70, they had these like lines and shit, and they're like, you need to be here now. And it was just like, otherwise, it's like basically saying if you were like sedentary, like you're going to die.
Yeah. I think
like-
we all look pretty good.
Yeah, I think we're moving around.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Move a little
I feel
more.
like the problem is you can go so heavy into all that stuff where it's like, am I doing all this stuff right? That probably fucks you up. In 20 years, like, oh, if you actually think about this shit, you're gonna die.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, then Huberman's also like, you got to look at the sun at 5:15 for 8 minutes, so your kid will be retarded. It's like, all right, I can't. I keep seeing a thing on my algorithm. I have a child, and it's like giving your kid sugar within the first 3 years increases their odds. I'm like, so I'm just fucked. Like I gave him ice cream already. He's gonna die.
And the TV, like the TV fucks them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they'll be fine. It'll be like they'll be definitely more autistic kids, and I don't know.
But I mean, I feel like everybody I know has sugar as a kid and watched TV as a kid, and most people are fine. You know what I mean? Like it'll be. Why is it a problem all of a sudden right now?
Well, it's
have
probably
sugar?
bad. I didn't realize how bad it was, but yeah, they're not gonna like die. You know,
Yeah, I think they'll be okay.
they'll be fine.
He seems fine.
I don't worry. I don't. Yeah, I can get hyper obsessed with that shit though. I have an Aura ring. I'll track my sleep. I'll do all this stuff. I don't get any deep sleep.
Really?
I don't know what it is. I check and everything else is great, and then my deep sleep is like 30 minutes a night.
Maybe it's fucked up.
That's what I say. I told my wife it's her. I'm like, you just move around probably, fucking my deep sleep up.
But
You ever try all of them at the same time? Apple Watch, Whoop, or Ring, and just see if they all say the same thing.
I should do that.
I feel like a great test.
I like picturing you go to bed. You have like the fucking thing from Back to the Futures on your head. You got like suction cups on your tits.
Just a sleep apnea mask for no reason. But yeah, you gotta. I just I don't know. You get to a certain point, you're like, no, I'm definitely dying. So it's like I'm gonna try to like just maintain the ship as much as I can.
Yeah. Well, I feel like an older dad. I'm like, I gotta live as long as I can for this guy and stay healthy. I want to be able to have a pass with him. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm going to the gym after this. Don't worry.
Yeah. That's the big thing. Once you have kids, you really like. You guys fuck around a lot. You guys are out drinking, carrying on. Why'd you guys have kids? Why'd you guys have kids, man? You go, man, I got to keep this thing afloat.
Yeah.
Well, just the queso for me. I've been in Austin for 4 days. I've eaten queso like 100% of the meals, including breakfast.
Yeah.
I'm a fat fuck. I'm like, I can't shit. My eyes.
What are you eating as breakfast queso?
I went to Magnolia Cafe, my favorite spot. They got great pancakes, but they serve queso all day. So I'm like, I'm here.
Yeah.
So I was eating chips and queso and pancakes.
So good.
Sick.
Yeah, I eat a lot of. I was just in Chicago and I went to the Taste of Chicago. It's like a big food festival. It was all fucking tacos. I'm like, dude, that's all I eat. I'm not. It's kind of bullshit.
Somebody said it last night. In Austin, tacos are like pizza in New York. It's like the
Yeah.
quick, cheap,
Yeah.
just grab it and
There's
go.
not a lot of great pizza here.
But pizza stays enjoyable longer. I'm tired of tacos. I never hit a point where I was tired of pizza.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Pizza. So here's the thing though, like if you go on the West Coast, I was telling people about Friday. Do you have Friday pizza night growing up? Every Friday
yeah,
you pizza.
absolutely.
My friend's out on the West Coast now, and he was like telling people out there about that, and they're like, "That's crazy." They're like, "That's so bad for you to eat pizza every Friday."
Oh, I eat pizza. I mean, my diet is fucking wild.
Really?
I eat McDonald's like a couple times a week. Chicken parm 3-4 times a week.
How's the
pizza.
Mickey D's sit with
I
you?
miss chicken parm.
Is it like diarrhea right away, or do you pass a healthy movement after Mickey D's?
No, I'm okay. I think I'm used to it. I used to do a joke in my act about this. People were like, if you don't, someone said this to me, like, if you stop eating McDonald's for like 6 months and then you try having it again, your body will just reject it. So I did it. And I'm like, no, my body was like, you're back. Thank God. I took a perfect fucking double tapered shit. It was beautiful. I love it. But again, like, I hate to be like dad guy, but it's like sometimes the baby goes, Dad, you're so exhausted that I'm like, just give me some fucking McDonald's.
Give me something.
And I live in a luxury building. I mean, again, I don't want to be that guy,
first
but
class.
I'm doing okay. And I get like, I'm embarrassed. There's like a door guy with a suit, like handing me my McDonald's bag. And I feel like lawyers are walking by being like, who is this fucking idiot? And I do it a lot. It's embarrassing.
It's kind of alpha, dude. Because I know Warren Buffett drinks Coca-Cola. That's his big thing. Trump smashes McDonald's.
He loves McDonald's. Yeah. I think Jay Leno, too, is a big fast food.
Really?
guy. I think he might still be, yeah.
I swear to God, I haven't eaten McDonald's in maybe 2 decades.
Get yourself some McDonald's. It's fun.
I would throw up. I would for real throw up. I can't eat it.
Terrible McDonald's. Was it the last time we went to? Last time we went to McDonald's, I got a double quarter pounder, a McChicken, and a McDouble. It just and fries. Like I
How
couldn't.
did it sit with you?
I took a probiotic right after. Like maybe
You're like Huberman. He's like, I looked at the sun for a half hour and it went down perfect.
You took a probiotic?
it's like this might balance the gut shit. And I just shit a lot in the morning. I drink a smoothie all the time. So like I woke up, crushed a smoothie.
That's how
and
I
shit.
feel.
Yeah, I call them health potions. I do either green juices or smoothies.
You do yin and yang.
Yeah.
I'm
Do all
exactly the
fucked up.
same.
And I feel like it kind of works.
I think so. I went to Juice Land this morning. I was like, I had queso 4 times yesterday. I got to have Juice Land. And I took a massive shot. I call it my morning python. Just every morning, just a big fucking anaconda.
Just a log.
Yeah. So I think we're all right.
Yeah. How heavy will you get? Will you get fat?
This is the heaviest I've been, but I'm working out more than I've ever worked out, and I'm also eating more than I've worked out.
Nice.
So I'm like 183 or something. I got, dad stomach,
You're
but
bulking.
I look okay.
You're bulking.
Yeah.
And you get the muscles from carrying the kid all the time.
He wants to be carried all the time, and he won't go to this side. Maybe he's autistic. He hates this side, so it's all right arm. But yeah, this is the biggest I've ever been. But I'm very long. I'm a fucking
Yeah. I just read a stat. They said 90% of autistic adults are undiagnosed.
That makes sense. They weren't checking for it like
They weren't
that.
checking for it. So
Yeah.
it's like endemic in adults. There's like a lot of people who should have been that now would have been like screened for like on the autism spectrum.
But I have a big autism thing because I just think we say it too much. Because I have
agree.
a close friend whose brother is like severely autistic, like
Yeah.
what we think of, like, and
Yeah.
he has like an iPod or AirPods in all the time because he needs music. And if you say what day you were born, he could tell you the day, like your date of your birthday.
That's
he knows
awesome.
what day. And also he has to be like attended. Like he's, he's got severe autism. And then people are like, will say to me, like, I'm like, oh, that music is driving me crazy. Like, I don't even hear music. You might be autistic. And I'm like, I don't. Well, I don't identify as autistic. Like,
they spread the net pretty far now.
Yeah,
where
it
it's
just
like you're
feels
like
Like
you're
even
like
ADHD is like autism. They say if you have that, you're also autistic now.
really
Yeah.
sweet. My wife's autistic.
Yeah, that's what I've been
yeah,
trying
I
to
guess
say.
me too. Well, OCD also is so similar. Like, I have OCD, but so like, there's a lot of similarities. If you
Yeah.
read autism thing, I'm like, oh, I have that, and that, but
Yeah.
I'm not autistic.
What's the OCD? How's that flare up?
Like I mean, I have like weird. First of all, I'm like I blink all the time. Like I do like these blinks, and my arm is be flexing all the time. My left arm, and I'll see like something that I feel like I need to step on, or I'll do a weird foot things. I need to step on stuff, and then I also drink the same cup of tea from Starbucks every day. I don't get it and I sleep very quickly, turn it off.
Okay.
I can't use straws. I feel like straws are gonna stab me in the eye. There's a whole bunch of handful of
So
stuff.
it's kind of under the radar though. I wouldn't know.
Yeah. I also, my wife does a joke about it. She's like, he doesn't have the OCD where he cleans. I'm like, people think of like hand washing. I'm like, I'll take a piss and get off the subway and go eat a sandwich.
But you're just
I'm
not
filthy.
stepping on the cracks. And shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I can get in and not stepping on the cracks. I'll still do that every now and again. It's just fun to be like, let me time my steps perfectly so I don't hit these cracks.
Yeah, it's fun.
But I give up after a while.
But yeah, so I got problem. But then people are like, they use it. It's like a virtue to have. I'm like embarrassed.
Yeah.
I'm like trying my hardest not to blink weird because the YouTube comments. People are like, I can't keep my eyes open. It's crazy. I'm like humiliated by it.
Yeah, it did become cool to have like autism now. It's either like you got to have something. If you're like 24 and you're like, no, I'm good. They're like, that sucks.
Yeah,
You
no.
gotta be like, yeah, you gotta be kind of like gay or something.
Cutting is big.
Cutting,
Gay.
cutting.
Gay cutting means
No, I'm saying or minority.
Yeah.
Or double minority. Gay black man.
maybe I'll become.
You're not
Jewish.
gay. You're the least gay person I know.
I know, but it's too late. I'll just be gay.
I was laughing today about like, especially with the podcast and like ads and all that stuff. There's definitely I would like to think that there are some sort of like boardroom in these like startups or like Spotify where they're like checking almost like a stock trading floor. They're reading comments, like a lot of people saying the host of this podcast is gay. We got to call the magnesium powder people, dude. To see shit, they're calling him gay. They're calling him a gay schizophrenic loser.
So how did you end up gay?
They said I was being gay. We went to LA for a week when Shane was doing the
That is
Aspies,
gay.
and they said LA. I was just gay in LA. I wasn't, but
What was he accusing of being gay in LA for?
I did. I mean, I said I was.
You wore
And
cool.
this
You
is the
wore
worst-
cool clothes. That
This
was
is
what
the
it was.
well. I wore one shirt that's not even that cool, but what it really was is I've been for real for kind of homophobic my whole life. Seems like I was talking about the kid not kissing girls and stuff, and then I grew out of it. But I still had that thing where I couldn't joke gay that much. And hanging out with y'all, eventually y'all broke it down, and then I started trying to have fun gay jokes with y'all. And then the second I did it, it was like, yeah, what the hell? and then I couldn't say anything without being sus. And then Lemaire's nasty ass made sure he brought it up on the podcast. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, he did.
He got mad at me when we were doing panties once because he was like, "That's the name of our podcast." So, but he
Not boxer briefs.
but true. Also says because when we were talking, I brought up him having sex with the trans. He was like for real mad at that. He was like, "You tried that?" I was like, "What?"
Oh well, he yeah. And to be fair, I'm still riding for Lemaire on this, dude.
Oh, I'm on the side too.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Hilarious.
He lost his virginity to a woman who then became a guy right after.
Oh, okay.
And she was like 1 week in the tea. I saw a picture of her. She was hot.
Okay.
He, I guess now, was hot as hell.
On paper, it sounds funny. And you say I lost my virginity to technically a guy. He lost now.
Yeah.
He lost virginity to a guy.
Right.
But he spazzed.
That's kind of the wrinkle.
He spazzed on me on panties. He was like, "You were trying to be nasty to me because you brought that up," and I was like, "I was being nasty after what you did to me." It was all
Yeah,
good
you'll
fun.
now be your descendants are going to be like, oh shit, he was gay.
He used to be gay. He used to be zesty.
All they'll know is they'll do an AI summary, be like, your grandfather never kissed girls. And personal policy, he never kissed girls ever since he was a child. And then was known as being gay. Yeah, the internet legacy will be crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to.
Ancestry.com would be so cool. Seeing all your embarrassing fucking Facebook posts.
It's going to
and
be
shit.
digital.
Yeah,
That's
for sure.
It's going to also have your digital history.
Yeah, it'll be like you'd sit down and get like a full download, probably like a curated thing of like this is what your father was up to.
Oh, it's insane to think about.
Yeah.
All the podcasts, having a child.
Web
Oh.
history. Don't forget about web history.
Web history is the one.
That'll be out there.
Like it's just everything you've ever jerked off to is going to your kids.
You
If
can
not
get-
your kids will be.
It'll
able
be in
to-
your kids' like Neuralink thing, and they can get like a super fast flash, like the speed of their synapses, where it can just be like,
Wow.
yeah, it'd be fucked up.
I gotta.
But by then they'll be in the weirder shit probably.
Yeah.
Because we keep getting weirder and weirder.
I think porn's about to grind to a halt. I'm not just saying that because I've personally conquered my demons. I think it's good. I don't know, man. I think it's going to be all kids are going to be, it'll be like your kid will, now it'll be like, you'll see if your kid's looking at smut because you'll have your phones linked kind of. I plan on, I have daughters. I'm not worried about it, but like, I still might put the smut checker on there.
that app you're talking about where it's like the dad
You ever
share?
hear of Covenant Eyes? There's an app called Covenant Eyes where you and your son can like link your phones so that like if anything porn related comes up, it'll trigger. Like your dad would get a notification.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Does he get the same notification when you look at porn?
I think so. I think that's the Covenant. I think you enter.
Oh,
There's like
I see.
I think there's a politician who's used Covenant Eyes with his son.
Wow.
It does sound like the opposite of like father-son duos who get hookers together.
Wow. I'm
ever
going to
see
try to
that?
land in between the two. Somewhere right in the middle. I'm going to do neither of those things.
I don't know, but I feel like you'll have it. Like before, we were like, I don't think kids will have free range, open porn. I think it's going to be parents are going to put a kibosh on that.
I for real hope not. That shit was kind of for real terrible for us.
Yeah, it's not good.
I looked at like RedTube when I had to be 12 or 13. For the
Yeah, I
first time.
never had any porn. I was all
Really?
Sears catalog and stuff.
That was.
I mean, we had magazines later.
I did Sears catalog, and then I came in college was like when I could start downloading it, and then it was just open on the internet my whole adult life. But not as a child. That would fuck you up. Sean, what did you discover over there?
You were right. Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House of Representatives,
Oh, I remember that.
publicly talks about his use of Covenant Eyes with his 17-year-old son.
Nice.
Yes.
Now, will they continue it once he's 18? Will he keep the tradition alive, or will he legally, as an adult, be like, Father, I'm recommending we shut down our covenant?
I'm not sure.
I think it's a good idea. I think I've been anti-porn for a while.
I would get a burner phone if I had Covenant Eyes with my dad. I would just have a second cell phone. I couldn't live like that.
I thought you
It
said
is-
burger phone, like those old phones that look like a cheeseburger. And I was like, yeah, those things are awesome.
His calls 1-900 numbers. I mean, it is weird because I like. It's hard to not look at porn. It's like almost unthinkable. So like, because I've tried to stop it, and it took me 3 years to finally be like, I don't need to look at it.
Yeah, Instagram don't make it. Everything makes it hard.
Yeah, I
see
don't really
it.
look at that. Yeah, I try not to look. My Instagram for real is just like steroid guys screaming at me. I don't get a lot of babes. It's just steroid guys fighting and arguing with each other.
No, mine's like movies, photography, and baseball. Like people go to their search thing, and I'm like actually embarrassed by mine.
Yeah.
It's just like Robin Yount hit 3,000 hits on the whatever. I'm like,
There's times where mine's is 100% women, and it's the most embarrassing thing.
That's for the nature of your guys. You guys do research for your podcast.
True, that has been making it worse.
I still don't know how you pull. They do a babe of the week every week, and they have to like explain why she's the babe of the week. And they fight and
Sometimes it's funny, and then other times we take it too seriously. You just pick hot ladies and go, "She's the hottest."
yeah, but what does your babe say about the babe of the week? You tell her like, obviously you're a babe. You're a babe.
you're the babe of my lifetime.
Babe of the lifetime. Has she ever even like brought it up begrudgingly? Because I feel like I would get pressed in my house for that. And, like, if you have, I don't want to sow discord.
No, she doesn't. Like, she really doesn't. And she never anything that's kind of comedy related. She never.
That's nice.
Unless I was like started talking about like her too personal, like shit that's her privacy. She don't. She knows. She knows me. We'll be watching something. She watches Real Housewives, and I go like, "Whose titties are those?" Like that's kind of how we exist and
Nice.
our thing.
My wife has a rule like you don't listen to your partner's podcast.
You
The rule of
can't.
commitment. She's
Yeah.
like it's like reading a diary.
Yeah,
That
I
feels
agree.
like the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've swayed my wife away from it. I was like, just please don't watch it. And my wife and my mom, I say, please don't watch my podcast ever.
I would bet my girl listens every time she knows I'm on something.
Well, I think about that too. You're talking about like your son getting older and like, or your daughters, whatever, listening, seeing your history. I think that now must be hard to date because you meet someone, they can immediately just go and listen to everything you've ever said. That would be scary to me being single and meeting a girl, and I'm like my charming self, and then she can put on a podcast of like, "Would you eat your own dad's cum for fucking $100?" And she's like, "Oh, this guy's a piece of shit."
Yeah, what I think though is if your podcast is doing well, they'll be like, great.
Right.
You know what I mean? Once you get, once you sell one boner pill, they're like, yep, it's good. I don't care what the fuck this guy talks about. And there's really is something out there for everyone because there's like, you know, there's popular podcasts that go pretty wild, and it's like Holocaust denial has become a big thing.
That's a big podcast, genre.
That was like, it was a move, man. There was like the last year I've seen Dan Bilzerian fucking hit the gas pedal on that. He just out of nowhere was just like, I think I'm correct. I don't know if I'm wrong, but I think he pushed the pedal on that. That's like a light speed podcasting technique. You just like, you know what, man, I'm just gonna go into Holocaust.
Just make $1 million.
I'm sure there's like girls out there that are like, yeah, I'll just date this guy and, you know, whatever. Wish him peace and, you know, and whatever. But live, laugh, love. But I feel like there's someone out there for everything. So
Yeah, I guess so.
also there's no way, I don't know, because I feel like I've talked about stuff before that's just like, I don't know, it's just not like, you wouldn't bring it up at a dinner table. But if it works, I think people are like, oh, this is great. People
Right.
laugh.
Well, I had this dude, like my wife, one time I was performing in Austin, like her brothers live here, and her sister invited her mother to the show. And I had to step in and be like, you cannot have your mother come to my show. And her mother's like a British intellectual elderly woman.
Oh, no.
And I'm like talking about eating her asshole and stuff. I'm like, this is outrageous. Like I wouldn't say shit in front of her.
Yeah.
Like literally the word shit.
Did she come?
No. I was like, I'm sorry. You can't. And it was awkward because she's like, I guess I can't see your comment. And I want to be like, you can watch it on YouTube by yourself.
Yeah.
Which is still horrifying, but.
Dude,
I don't even know you're there. Like that's a big,
I've had to just completely be like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Because my wife will invite like she invited her grandfather one time, and I was like constantly talking about my wife jerking me off, among other things, and he sat through the whole thing. Because I remember being like, well, fuck, I'm just gonna do my thing, and we'll see how he feels. And he was pretty supportive. He was like, that was hilarious.
Oh, that's good.
What I found is people are surprisingly kind of like my parents came a couple of times, and I thought they'd be kind of like, what the fuck? But my mom just laughed. She's just like, you're gross.
Yeah, my parents come, but my mother-in-law also went and saw Nate Bargatze, and she was like, that was terrible. He was misogynistic. You should not talk about your wife like that. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
She saw Nate and was like, this guy hates women. And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ.
That's interesting. If I heard that, it'd be like, oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Although I don't know, man. I think you just got to let her taste the power. You should just.
That's a good name for a special. Taste the power.
I feel like because I remember when I recorded my first special, my wife was like, "Your parents are gonna be there, but I won't tell you which show." So then I was like, "Oh, cool." But then every show I was like, "Are they here at this one?" And I was like, so then I had to be like, "Just tell me when they're coming. I'm just gonna let it rip."
See, my parents are very like, it's a very like liberal language house. Like I don't feel self-conscious around them because we swear and all that.
I was talking about specifically like my dad like getting pussy and stuff. So yeah, so that was kind of tough. But or I was talking about his lack. I was like, imagined he like a huge lack.
Right.
But then I was actually in the first encouraging my mom to maybe pony up a little bit, help the old man out. So but they just were like whatever. They kind of laughed through it.
Yeah, I had a joke about how my mother wanted to fuck Patrick Swayze. I watched what's the movie? Dirty Dancing when I was a kid, and my mother was like, that Patrick Swayze, which is true. And so I had a whole bit about it. And then when I did it live and they were there, I just wouldn't do that bit. But then they eventually watched my special, and it's in there.
Did they say something about it? Or?
No, she never mentioned anything, but. It's true. I mean, she's a fucking. She wants Patrick Swayze. She can't. I'd hold it back. She'll still do it. She's like, Patrick Swayze. My God. Oh. And it's like so insane. I'm like, you're implying you want to get like plowed by Patrick Swayze to your son.
So now it's even more.
Yeah.
Women are so much hornier for dead guys than they are living guys.
He's a good-looking man.
He was. He could dance his fucking ass off.
And I always felt bad because I'm like, my dad doesn't look anything like Patrick Swayze. He must just be like, this sucks. Turn this fucking movie up.
Yeah. That's one of the moves they'll do to you. They'll be like, he's handsome, and you're like, that guy looks nothing like me. Why would you do that?
I had a girlfriend, my previous girlfriend, my ex-girlfriend, whatever you say, and we were like at a hang with some buddies, and someone was like, what's your type? And she was like, I like a rugged outdoor guy, long hair, beard. Like she just described just completely not me. And I was like, this is crazy.
How did you bring it up, or you just let it go and just?
I would joked about it after, and like she laughed and everything because I was like, she liked me because I was like the funny, self-deprecating guy. So I was like, that was great, and she would laugh. But you're also at the same time, you're like, well, that sucked.
Yeah, what the fuck?
It's like, I guess I'm just not.
I'm so curious. I kind of want you to hold Frame on your mother-in-law. Are you familiar with it, like Frame and all that stuff?
No.
Dude, there's a whole, this is why my algorithm's a steroid guys yelling, but there's a bunch of guys on the internet who are obsessed with, there's an idea called Frame. It always makes me laugh, but it's like you dictate the pace of everything. So when you go to the house, you like basically, you know, it's just like everything's up to you. You always drive. If your wife drives, she's definitely probably going to cheat on you according to these guys.
Oh, wow.
My wife drives all the time, and I found that out. I was like, fuck. But yeah, Frame, you have to like, you can't let someone influence. If someone's influencing your actions at all, you've lost Frame, according to these guys.
Well, these guys don't sound great. The world wouldn't sustain.
Dude, it even gets to the point where it's called the blue line or green line. So there's like a test where they analyze your photos, and if you're even leaning in towards your wife at all, she's dominating you, which is, I think that's hilarious.
Oh, wow.
So it goes that deep. But like, yeah, if anyone else is influencing your decisions, you've lost Frame.
Oh, I got to check out this Frame business.
Yeah, dude, you got to get your Frame back. Your mother-in-law holds Frame right now. You got to snatch the Frame. So next
No,
time,
but don't you
Well,
think
if you
I
don't let
hold
it-
the Frame?
that's
I'm
what I'm
like, you
saying.
can't come to the show, bitch.
That's Frame. Okay, that's
Get
Frame.
out of here. You're not
That's
coming.
Frame.
She had tickets to my show. I didn't let her go.
And,
Framed the fuck out of that.
and you got the money from her. That actually
Yeah,
is kind of Frame.
exactly.
My bad. That's Frame.
I framed the hell out of her.
Fair point. I didn't think about that.
Ugh.
You should invite her to another one and then cancel the last minute. If you did that, I'd be like, definitely Frame. You got Frame for sure.
I think my wife does the leaning. She always does like a thing.
She leans in.
Yeah.
well,
I'm upright.
Sucks for her.
This is like, I remember watching the thing about handshakes in politics. Like you always want to be the person on the outside
Yeah.
and then like turning the hand over like this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why people will do that. They'll turn the upper hand is like big. You're like a bitch
Oh,
if you get.
shit. I didn't know that.
And then I've heard that politicians will like argue on who's on what side of the photo because when you're like that, you're kind of like turning your arm like or whatever.
Oh,
And
yeah.
this
'Cause
guy's
you
like,
want to be this
fucking-
guy. You want to
yeah.
be this guy.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Damn, I'm
probably
starting
where
checking
that,
for that now.
forearm grab brother shake comes from. Just,
Yeah.
I would just do those. Because that would suck. I didn't even think about that. You got to take the lesser.
Yeah, it's very emasculating to be like,
Yeah.
okay.
It is. I will say, I'd imagine it is kind of a bleak existence, though, to be constantly mapping out these moves and, you know.
Or it becomes just how you, like, just how you
how you
move through the
move.
world. It's like, nope. I'm
But
saving
then
you
you'd
on this
have to, like, you'd be, I can't imagine myself in a social setting where I'm like taking first of all, a handshake picture is crazy to be like, all right, hold on, get this while we're shaking. But then like being in that situation and somehow gracefully like whipping the other human to the side that I want them on, I just lack.
flipping your
And
head.
then I just lack that. Yeah, I was
They're just like doing this, spinning around trying to figure
I
out.
was just at a family party this weekend, and my mother-in-law, I like took my coat off, and I was just holding it and standing there by myself, and I genuinely didn't know where to put it, and I just stood there like that until my mother-in-law was like, "Matt, come here." I walked over, she's like, "Here, give me the coat. I saw you over there struggling." I was like, "Fuck." I just completely just fritzed out and just stood there with the coat, just going. Until she was like, "I saw that," and I was like, "Oh, it doesn't make me feel any better, but here you go, thank you."
That seems like acting like a good house guest, though. Like you just not throwing it on the couch. That don't feel like no bitch
I
ass
would have
shit.
I would have figured out a place, but I was
Yeah.
taking a little long, and she noticed. I guess I was kind of awkward. Also, I was, and I'm getting better at. I was at the only white guy at the party.
Yeah.
I'm getting better at this, man. I swear to God, it's a skill. It's like a weird thing to be like. I don't know.
Wow.
My worst nightmare.
It is.
Just kidding.
Well, to be fair, I'm not great in any social setting, but yeah, once you're like a complete radical minority around it, and
Another great special name, by the way. You're just throwing them out there.
if I was Last Samurai action, I'd be fine with. I'd be cool with that. But like black people are like notoriously kind of cool. So it's like I've learned here's my approach. What I've learned, you gotta as like I'm pretty schlubby in terms of dress code.
Yeah.
But you do out of respect got to get a tiny bit fly. Just a little bit fly. Like just match something somewhat. Just out of respect for the house.
That's hilarious.
You do have to, I've been getting just you don't want to go full black life effect because that's almost like now you're a contender. If I get too fly now, it's like.
But if you get a little fly, I feel like you're right away. Everybody's like, I like Matt.
You have to get a tiny bit fly.
Do you still wear the hokas, or do you switch up to like a Nike?
I had the hokas, but they were brightly colored hokas, and that morning my wife bought me a fleece, which isn't the flyest, but the blue did match a blue in my shoe, and I was like, I'm ready for the party.
Yeah.
But in my experience, being around black people, being the most genuine self you can be, I feel
exactly.
like.
100%. True.
Yeah.
This is true.
I feel like if you try to... I posted a photo one time with New Balance sneakers and Nike socks, and that's a no-no, evidently. I didn't know that. But I think it's like charming that I'm like, whoops.
I agree.
Because if you try to be like... What's up, homie? Like,
You're starting
and a lot of people do that.
Especially starting out stand up, you go to like a black room and a white guy just talks different out of like, yo, I've known you for 2 years.
To my credit, I would go to black rooms and talk Pokemon. I had no idea a lot of black people watched anime, and I'm like, man, this Pokemon shit's fucking crushing. This is awesome. But yeah, that is funny watching people be like, man, I don't even fucking know. And you're like, dude, why are you doing that?
No, I felt when I first moved to New York, I got in with this guy, Imagine. I don't know if you ever met that comic. I think he's Puerto Rican, but he had all these like
His name was Imagine?
Imagine, yeah.
That's crazy.
And he had all these urban rooms. So I was doing all these urban shows, and I would like crush because I was like, I don't have sex. It's crazy.
Yeah,
and they'd be like, oh my God. And then I would see white guys be like, what's up, motherfucker, or whatever. And people were like, what are you doing?
I just got out of jail.
I do feel bad for the white guys though who like grew up around black people and then want to do comedy. If you're not gay, it's only one. You can only be one Gary Owens.
True.
And then
Gary Owens just brought up to me. He's like, is your comedy like Gary Owens? And I didn't know how to navigate it. I was like, not particularly, no. Like, so what do you do? I was like, it's different. Like, how's it different? I was trying to think of like, I don't just talk about black stuff though. I don't know. I didn't know how to say that to the person. I was like, is it like that? I was like, sort of. I was like, I heard he's actually did hear he's a really nice guy. But I had to be like, yeah, not really. But like, how's it different? I'm like, I can't really say. I was like, I'd have to think about it for a while.
Tell your wife's whole family, it's not that black.
It's not that black. That's what I was trying to say. I was like, it's not as black as it. He's way blacker than I am. I'm about as 10th as black as Gary. That's what I should have said. It's less black. More white boy crazy. But yeah, I'm getting better. Dude, I'm telling you, man. I think that was like my best one yet. That's my best black party I've been to. It's killing it. I did botch. They asked me if I had a player face, and I was just like, I don't know. I don't even remember what I said. I was like, I don't know. I actually was married previously. You know, I've been divorced before, but maybe between the it was just botched it, dude. Oh. Imagine saying that to a guy in an all red sweatsuit. Well, I got married when I was 25. Let's see. That didn't go well. I could have been like, I didn't want to talk. There could have been so many other things, but
of course I had to play a face.
Yeah, it's true. I know, dude. That's why again you're gonna think. You know, you think about the balls you drop, obviously, all night, but oh man, I should have been like, I fucking cheat on my wife all the time. No, it's great. It was a great party for real. I had a blast. But yeah, it is, man. That is something, man. I always, that's a wild thing. It's crazy. I always say it to black people. It's crazy to be like physically outnumbered by people who don't look like you.
Yeah.
When they flip the script on you, you go, this does kind of change your thinking a little bit. You go, this isn't the best. Let's reverse this back. It's Freaky Friday's over, dude. Let's get me back to the dominant position here.
No, I had that one time years ago. I opened for I don't want to say his name. I get nervous, but a black comic who was famous, and we were hanging out. I thought we were friends, and this person has some sort of disorder, and we were hanging out. It was like all of his crew. And I was like, this is great. Look at me, you know?
Yeah.
And we were watching the basketball game, and it came down to like the last play. And I was like, any predictions? What do you think is going to happen here? And this person snapped and was like, I don't predict. I let what be. You should. And then he like got up and started ranting about like slavery and stuff. He was drunk. And I was like, well, this is a bad situation. Like, it was me and like 14 guys, and I was the only white guy. And he was like, this is what the white people have been doing. And then there was a guy, I was like, should I like get out of here? And he's like, oh no, he does this.
Yeah.
And it was quite terrifying, I have to say.
Did you tell him that England ended slavery? I would have went into that.
Yeah, just pardon me. Actually, here's the thing. But it was I remember I was kind of looking around like, oh, this is if he gets these other folks on board, that could be a bad situation. I don't have any, you know.
Yeah,
but it was fine.
That is uncomfortable though. I've been in that situation where like, you know, horrors of the past kind of rear their ugly head in conversation.
That becomes the dialogue, and you're like,
yeah, it's crazy.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's crazy. It was a global institution, but it's fucking crazy. There's practice all throughout the beginning of the time, but yeah,
what I think happens with white people that happens way more with black people is y'all will end up in a situation like that around like regular, like black people that would feel that, like act like that. But black people are never around white people that if they all get fired up, it's uncomfortable. Like I'm not around a bunch of rednecks. Like if they all started going like, see, that's the problem. Like, but I'm just around like y'all.
Right.
That's a great point.
But Because I was sitting there like in my head I'm like nobody's going to do nothing to you, but I can see it being like, oh shit, I might have fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, and in that situation, I wasn't like I'm gonna die, but it felt like, oh, am I like bumming you guys? Like, should I?
Yeah, exactly.
That's like,
trust me,
and I can see myself getting into that if I was hanging with rednecks, just like straight up country, just because I don't know that.
That's what it felt. It felt more like, well, I'll let you guys go. You guys have your thing.
Do your thing.
Just talk about us.
I felt like that at Black Church before. I'm like, hopefully I'm not like dampening this. I want this guy to be able to do his thing and not, you know, worry about me. I'm cool.
Can't do the backflips because you're over there. He wants to do the worm, but he's like, we got a white guy here.
Yeah, you do feel kind of like a wet blanket on the situation. Well, damn it, dude. I think we got it, man.
I think we covered a lot.
I think we did. We covered a lot of ground.
I appreciate it. Well, I had a breakfast was green tea and a smoothie, so I'm about to piss my pants.
I'll let please you first. I'm about to explode. How about you, Nate?
No, I'm actually kind of cool. I didn't have my coffee. It bummed me out.
I'm really having a tough time here.
Coffee.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything you want to?
Can I plug my special? Yeah,
Yes,
I got a special called Small. I have 4 specials on YouTube. The latest one's called Small Ball.
I meant to ask you about that, by the way, dude. Maybe the most prolific dude ever.
Oh, thanks. I apprate that.
Every time I
spread
see
the
him,
word for God's sake.
You what?
I said, spread the word for God's sake.
I will.
Tell somebody. I will. Yeah, so there are a bunch on there. I Hate Myself, Enough for Everybody, this year's material, and Small Ball. They're all up there. They each go down in order of views.
That's
like
good.
10 million, 2 million. No, that's bad. 1,800,000.
No, but dude, the prolificness. Every time I opened it up the other day, I went, "What the fuck?
Oh, thanks, man.
Son of a bitch!"
I'm trying.
So I gotta stop him. No, that's amazing, dude.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me. This is
Of course,
fun.
dude. Of course.
A quick plug.
Please.
Optum Noctis. Lemaire might be back for that one. Me, Sean, Lemaire, all back again. September 16th. So next Tuesday, please come. Oh, and October 23rd, Helium Atlanta. Please, thank you. Please come.
Nice. Please, yeah. You go, please. Pee. I'm gonna fuck. My head's about to explode. My head's about to explode.